All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today, our topic is kind of sensitive, and I hope that Muslims will share with us and they will give us their priceless knowledge about Allah. There's nobody knows Allah more than the Muslims, to the point they don't even know what the word Allah mean. Islam is a very, very amazing religion, to the point no one understand nothing in the Quran. The Quran yet claim that Allah He made it a clear book, and because He made it a clear book, the Muslims needed to make thousands and thousands of tafsir, which mean interpretation for the Quran. Yet they cannot explain the Quran. And at the end of the day, the Muslim they say Allah knows best. And to make it more horrible, even the Quran says that no one knows what the Quran means save Allah. I'm going to publish a book soon. It's called No One Knows What the Book of a Christian Prince means save a Christian Prince. And that will make my book a miraculous. It's not about being, confusing and stupid and say whatever. It's about a miraculous, because nobody understands it. My Skype is open for any Muslim is willing to call us live on air. Please feel free. If you go on YouTube, you will find thousands and thousands of videos about where is Allah. The Muslims, they are trying to tell us, they are trying to figure out where is Allah. How even He exists? And then if you go try to to examine what they say to us in their websites, which is I find it kind of hilarious. As an example here, where is Allah? Okay, where is Allah? Here we go. Where is Allah? Who is Allah? If you read how the Muslim they give us the definition of Allah, you will die laughing. Allah is the proper name applied to true God. That's who's Allah. So all what you know about your God, that His name is Allah. Okay, what Allah mean? They don't know. Who is Allah? All the excellent divine names and attribute perfection. Allah is one and unique. He has no son. Nice to meet you guys. Allah have no son. He has no partner. He has no equal. He has no he is the sole creator, the sustainer of the universe. Every creature bear witness to His oneness. So why Allah want to kill the pigs? If every creature bear witness for His and what do you mean we bear witness for His creation? Here we go. I don't bear witness. I mean, what is that? Is that a definition, or this is a statement of somebody he believe blindly? All creation they believe in His oneness. Who are those creations? Cockroaches, cats, rats, dogs, goats. What do you mean? So you see here right away, when they start trying to present their God for us, they are making a statement which is silly. What do you mean? What does this mean? I thought you are going to tell me who is Allah. Or what you are saying to me, an assumption, a theory, that there's someone you don't even know, you never met, you never heard. Muslims, they never saw Allah, they never heard Allah, never spoke to them, not even once. This is why I call him the muted Allah. Allah is a mute God. And not only that, the Muslim they say to us that Allah, after He sent Muhammad, He went in a strike. Muhammad is the last prophet. Allah is now in a mute. And then if we go down, you will see Every creature bear witness to his oneness, divinity, and rububiyyah. Like, you know, supposedly the Muslims, they are making for us like an article, and their article is in English, and then they say rububiyyah. Like, supposedly you know what rububiyyah mean. I mean, like rububiyyah. Okay, what rububiyyah? And then here, I info of Rabb, and the unique of his attribute names. What the unique about them? He get angry, I get angry. Allah, he cheat, I can cheat too. Allah, he lie, I can lie too. Allah is a deceiver, I can deceive too. Shaitan is a deceiver too. What is unique about the attribute of Allah? What is unique about his attribute? And then they quote for us a verse from the Old Testament, copying it and put it in the Quran, and they say there is none like unto him. But if this is the case, if this is the proof, who is he? Well, here we go. The God of the Christian, they say the same. And not only that, none like me too. Do you know, according to science, that there's none like me? Does that mean I'm God? Until now, they fail to tell us who is Allah. All what they are saying to us, uh, a fantasy statement, like somebody he saw a dream, and then in a dream he told us he did not even see who he's talking about. Like the Muslim did not even see the one they are talking about. Did Muhammad see Allah? No. Did he spoke to Allah? No. So what Muhammad knows about Allah? What Muhammad knows about Allah, that there is a guy, he came to him and he squeezed him, and he told him read in the name of your Lord. That's it. How we know that the one who squeezed Muhammad is not the devil? And since when, in order to make you a prophet, I need to squeeze you? What is the purpose of the squeezing? Muslims, they take things without checking it out. An angel of God, yet he is squeezing, he's a prophet. Why? Don't you find that this is strange? The first time the angel he came to Muhammad, he hold him so tight and he squeezed him 3 times. Okay, why? And Muhammad did not even know who is the one is squeezing him. And not only that, he did not even ask him who you are. Have you ever heard of somebody squeezing somebody? He don't ask him who are you? Stop touching me. Maybe the prophet, he used to be squeezed, so it was normal for him to be squeezed. That's why he didn't ask who are you. Maybe the angel, he thought Muhammad is a lemonade. All the story does not make sense. If there is any Muslim want to tell us what is that is about, please let me know. Do we have any Muslim in the chat? My Skype is open in case you do not know. If you like to call me, and you are a Muslim only, please. Only Muslim are welcome to call me live on air. Anyone? Now let us go to something else. In the same article, they say to us, there is no one share his dominion. So what do you mean no one share his dominion? Isn't it Muhammad, he says that his name written in the chair of Allah? Is that the dominion of Allah? The chair of Allah is not even free from the name of Muhammad. When a Muslim convert to Islam, what he have to admit? He have to say Shahada. What the Shahada? Is it saying that God is Allah? No. You have to say Allah and Muhammad. So Muhammad and Allah, they share dominion. Not only they share dominion of the share and the authority, they share the dominion of knowledge. If you go and search in the hadith, all the hadith says that Allah and his messengers knows best. Is the dominion of knowledge shared by Muhammad, which mean Allah and Muhammad, they have the knowledge? What do you mean when the Muslims and Muhammad agree with them that Allah and his messengers knows best? What does that mean? Hmm? How Muhammad, he is sharing the knowledge of Allah? And you notice how they associate the name of their God with the name of the man who his name is Muhammad, claiming that Muhammad have the knowledge of Allah and Allah share the knowledge of his own with Muhammad. Hmm? Allah and his apostle knows best. You see, if I say that me and Elohim knows best, that means I am claiming that the God of the Christians and me knows best. I have the knowledge of God and no one else have it. God, he shared the domain of knowledge with me. It's not about God anymore. There is others who have the knowledge of Allah. Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? In the top of that, the Muslims, they say to us that Allah, he sent 124,000 messenger. How many? Don't you think the number is small? And here you see the madness. Allah, he sent 124,000 messenger and Muhammad is the last one. Why? I mean, is that fair? Mankind today, they are like guided and there's no need and that's it. 124,000, which means Allah, he was popping messengers and prophet like eggs, like a chicken laying eggs. It's like an ant. The queen ant, she lay a lot of eggs. Question: who can name for us the 124,000 prophet? Who is the prophet for India? By the way, according to the Quran, the yellow pages of Allah, it says that Allah, he never sent a messenger except in the tongue of his own people. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِنْ رَسُولٍ إِلَّا بِلِسَانِ قَوْمِهِ. What does that mean? Chapter 14, verse number 4. And we never send a messenger save with the language of his folk. So he have to be from them, speaking their language. Not only he speak the language, he have to be from them. But this verse destroyed the whole religion of Islam. Anyone knows why? What's wrong with this verse? What do you think, guys? What's wrong with this verse? How old is Earth? That explains the huge number of prophet. My friend, your God Allah, He created the Earth, and then the Earth is supposedly the history of man since the time of Adam, and the time of Adam is not long, really far. So where is the prophets? I'm asking very simple questions. India alone have hundreds of languages, hundreds, I think maybe 400 languages. That's mean Allah He should send 400, at least 400 messenger to India alone. 400 prophets. Name one. Can you name one for us? And this verse have a problem, big problem. Actually, Islam is shish kebab because of this verse. Who noticed what the problem with this verse? Who noticed? This verse is a disaster. This verse is a disaster, proving that the one who wrote the Quran is an idiot. If Allah He sent messengers only from the people, He have to be from them, not a foreigner, and He have to speak the language for sure. In order for what? Logical. Allah is using logic for the first time. He's getting smarter. He says in order to make it clear for them. That's wonderful. How Muhammad is a messenger for the Bangladesh? How Muhammad became a messenger for Zakir Naik? Is he from India? Is he from Bangladesh? Is he from Pakistan? Is he from China? Is he from America? Is he from Europe? In order to send the messenger, he have to be from them. Speak the language of his folk. He have to be from the folk, speak in the language of the folk in order to make it clear for them. That's mean Islam is a false cult. Because the one who speak Arabic is a very small number. And actually not all of them are Arab. And the verse is so clear. He have to be from the folk, speak in the language of the folk. Somebody saying to me, I did not get it. Okay, Muhammad is an Arab, right? So what is the folk of Muhammad the Arab? Focus with me, please. When the Quran say his folk, who is my folk? If I am an Arab, who is my folk? Who is my folk? The Chinese, the Japanese, or the Arab? I am an Arab, so my folk are Arab. So I have to be from the folk, from this group, and I have to speak their language. So in order for Muhammad to be international messenger as they claim, Muhammad he have to speak the language and he have to be from the group. Which means if Muhammad was sent to the Indian, and India have hundreds of ethnic groups, not one ethnic, and hundreds of languages and religions, Muhammad he have to be 400 Muhammad. 400 Muhammad, each one of them is born between one of the folk of this nation. Are you getting my point? And the Quran is so clear. Why? The message will not be clear to them unless he speak the language of the folk. Do you see it? This is not me saying that. This is the Quran, and this is your translation. So Muhammad is a false prophet because Muhammad is not from the folk and he don't speak their languages. So Quran getting Muhammad busted, showing the contradiction. And look, the Quran make it clear, we never sent. Do you see the word we never? We never sent, no exception. We never sent a messenger save he speak the language of his folk. Islam is a very silly, stupid cult. Blugly, we don't want to change the topic. Let's focus on this topic in front of us. So here you notice that the 124,000 messenger, they have to be, each one of them at least, speaking the language of his people. But if we go in the Quran, we will find that the most of the messengers are to the Jews. Allah did not send. Did Allah send a Muslim messenger for the American Indian, who there are many tribes and many languages? Did He send to the Chinese, who there are many nations and many languages? Did He send to the Russian? To what is that is about? And when the Quran says, in order to make the message clear for them, that's mean Allah will not send the message unless it is in your language, so you will understand it. Is the Arabic a clear message to Zakir Naik? Shabir Ali, Zakir Naik, Ahmed Didat, all of them, they share one thing: none of them speak Arabic. I made a video about Didat, the funny Didat, who is making himself a scholar, but yet he do not know how to read Arabic. You believe it? So now we go back to zero. There's no way that the God, if this is a God who is saying this verse, he is the God of Muhammad, because the God of Muhammad made it clear: I will never send a message to you unless it is in your language with the prophet from your people, in order to make it clear for you. That's mean Islam, all of it is a garbage. The whole idea. Here we go. I remember the Quran says, if the Quran is not from Allah, you will find in it a lot of contradiction. CP, you cannot even speak a classic Arabic. What do you mean I cannot speak classic Arabic? First of all, there's nothing called the classic Arabic. But if you mean the Qurayshi Arabic, I speak it fluently. What does that mean? وما أرسلنا من رسول إلا بلسان قومه ليبين لهم فيفصل الله. What? I don't speak even classic Arabic. Arabic is not really a language by itself. Arabic is many languages. It's a collection of languages. But because of Islam, the official language became the language of Muhammad, which is Quraysh. But there's nothing is called really Arabic. Most of the Quran we see in front of us is nothing but other languages. And just to show you how Islam is funny, if you remember Muhammad, he said that Allah, he sent him the Quran in 7 dialect. Why seven dialect? Why is that? Muhammad, he explained, he says that because the Arab cannot understand the Quran. Imagine the Arab, who they are Arab, they cannot understand the Quran in one dialect. So if the Arab, they need 7 Quran, how somebody like Zakir Naik can understand the Quran? The Arab, they needed 7 Quran, 7, not 1. Muhammad, he claimed that Allah, he sent him 7 Quran. Read carefully with me. This is Muhammad is talking. Jibril, he came to Muhammad and he said to him, Allah has commanded you to recite to your people the Quran in 1 dialect. Okay, so Allah what? Said to him, read the Quran in 1 dialect. Look what Muhammad said. Muhammad don't like that. He said, I ask Allah. What's wrong with this page? Keep moving, dancing. Somebody playing music? I ask from Allah burden and forgiveness. My people are not capable of doing it. Okay, hold on. The people of Muhammad, one tribe, it's one tribe. The Quraysh is a small tiny village. It's a small tiny, actually we cannot even call it village. A small tiny village who speak one language, and they are one tribe, and they speak the same tongue, and they are not capable of doing it. Okay, so what the solution? He want more Quran in different dialect. Then he came for the second time. He who? Jibril, the one who squeezed people, you know. If you ever see somebody squeezing you, like this is you became a prophet. So Jibril came for the second time and he said to him, Allah has commanded you to recite the Quran to your people in two dialect. What? So now we have two Quran, but that will not work. Upon this, the Holy Prophet said, hey, hello. What are you talking about? I seek pardon and forgiveness from Allah. My people would not be able to do so. Okay, so now we have two Quran. Still the Muslims cannot understand the Quran and they cannot even like read it. It's not enough. Two Quran. So Jibril, he came back for the third time. Jibril is like the pizza boy. Go back, go back, go back, you know. Okay, he came for the third time. And he said to him, Allah has commanded you, brother, to recite the Quran to your people in three dialect. Are you happy, Prophet? The Prophet, no, he's not happy. He said to him, no, no, oh, hold on, hold on. I ask pardon and forgiveness from Allah. My people are really very stupid. They cannot handle it. My people would not be able to do it. Then he came for him for the fourth time. Like, what is that, man? Is that a joke? Is that a joke? If the Arab cannot understand the Quran unless it is 7 Quran, how someone who live in Bangladesh he can understand the Quran? And where are the 7 Quran? And in this story, and then the angel he keep going backward forward until it became 7 Quran. 7. That's it. Perfect. Perfecto. Isn't it Allah all knowledgeable? Muhammad is correcting Allah order. Allah he says be one dialect. Don't Allah knows? Look like Muhammad is out to smart his God, because his God he thought one Quran is enough. Muhammad didn't agree. 2 Quran is enough. Muhammad don't agree. 3, 4, 5, 6. Muhammad don't agree. At the 7, Muhammad he said, okay, now that's fine. Look what Fadi he says to me. You know, Fadi, I feel sorry for him. But look like Fadi is a very, like, he's a nice guy, but he don't want to use his brain. I think his brain is in vacation. Look, he said, well, if the Arab, they knew Muhammad is a liar, so how they believe in him? By the sword. By the sword. Don't you know that Muhammad he left Mecca and nobody believe in him? I know you're telling me Muhammad he joined as-Sa'alik, the outlaw, the criminals who they are kicked out from their tribes. Muhammad he became their leader. Otherwise, the Arab they said hundreds of times that this is nothing but stories, fabulous stories, fairy tale story, and you are acting as if you don't know. They accuse Muhammad that he is stealing information from many people who they live as slaves in Mecca, Assyrian slaves, Syrian slaves who speak Hebrew and speak Aramaic. And Muhammad he answered them in the Quran, saying to them, and we know well that they say only man teach him. They knew he is because he go and listen to those guys, and falsely, you know, because this is a clear Arabic. You know what a clear Arabic? We just show you where it says in the hadith that the Arab cannot understand it. How it's a clear Arabic yet he needs 7 Quran. I mean, do you see how clear it is? It's a clear Arabic, but yet he needs 7 Quran. But what is behind the 7 Quran for reality? Muhammad he cannot repeat the same verse twice. So in order to cover his lies, he says, oh yes, actually there's a video made by a guy, his name Samshi. I don't know if you know him. Shamshi something, you know, that's like sound like a Chinese. So Shamshi he said that there is 2 Muslims He was reading a hadith, supposed to refute us as a Christian. Two Muslims, they were reciting the Quran differently, and they fought over it. The first one, he said to the other one, I heard the Prophet saying it differently. The other one, he says to him, you are a liar. The Prophet did not say it this way. I know how he said it. Then one of them, he dragged the other one to Muhammad. He said, I wanted to kill him because he is reciting the Quran wrongly. The Prophet said to him, okay, you recite. The man recited. The Prophet said, okay, this is correct. The other guy, he said, but Prophet, he said, okay, you recite now. The other guy recited differently. Muhammad, he said to him, that's correct too, because this is how Allah, he sent it to me. He sent it to me in 7 ways. So Muhammad, he, in order to cover his ass and his lies, because he cannot repeat the word of Allah twice correctly, he needed to fabricate that Allah, he sent him the Quran in 7 ways. So if I tell you a story today, and tomorrow I tell you the story differently, you cannot say to me you are lying. I will tell you that Allah told me the stories in 7 ways. You know what I mean? This is the whole idea behind this is seven. You know, did Allah send Musa's 7 Torah? Did Allah send the Injil to Isa in 7 Injil? What is that? And what he mean? My people are not able to do so. So how somebody who live in Pakistan now, he is reading translation is Yusuf Ali and it's enough for him? The Arab who speak Arabic, they are not able to do so. Do we have any blessing from Allah for us today to send us some Muslims to guide us to the truth? I want a Muslim to guide me so I can get the versions. I really need versions. Even if I go to the store, I buy virgin oil. I mean, I love versions. Where is the Muslims? So all this religion, it does not mean any, it does not make any sense. It's silly. In the top of that, the Muslim, they made thousands of articles about scientific miracles in the Quran. Amazing discovery in the Quran, when the Quran is the most stupid book. Now after Allah, he sent the Quran in 7 letters. Do you Muslims even explain the Quran? Do you even understand the Quran? Okay, what do you mean reference? We are showing you the reference. Reference for what? The one in the screen? Anytime you see something in the screen, you can freeze it and you can type the exact word in the screen and you will find it in Google. Prophet Google is very helpful. Like even if I don't show you the reference, the numbers as an example here, it might be even better for you if you type like a sentence, full sentence as exactly as it is in Google, and you will find the reference. Who is a Muslim would like to show us something? We are willing to change the topic, by the way. If you are willing to show us a proof of Allah existence in any way, in any mean. If you can show us a proof that the Quran is a book of God, please feel free. And we are here not against Muslims, we are here speaking against the cult of Islam. I'm not against you. Yeah, we spoke about that, ABC, about the death of Muhammad. You can watch my previous video. If you go back in my channel, it says who killed the Prophet. You can watch it. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? How are you doing, Fadi? Fadi, why you don't call me, my friend? Guys, what do you think if we give a Fadi a chance to call us and show us something powerful about Allah? Anything. anything to make Islam look better. We have a Muslim who get upset always when somebody leave Islam in my channel.
Islam look better. Hello?
Hey, how are you, Muslim?
Assalamu alaikum.
Are you allowed to say assalamu alaikum to me? Be honest with me.
I'm saying, man, I'm saying, why not? But I
No. If you are eating carrot like a rabbit, I will hang up on you. Either you speak to me in respect, or I will hang up on you. Are you a rabbit now?
Oh, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
By the way, rabbits are Muslims too.
One second, almost done.
Okay, call me back. Call me back. Call me back. The guy is going to shock. Like he's trying to swear it fast now. This guy, each time somebody leave Islam, he called me right away. He says, this guy is a liar. He's not Muslim. He cried badly. I feel sorry for him. And just wait, he himself will leave Islam sooner or later. If you are a Muslim and you have a knowledge in any way, and you think you can give us something solid, good about Islam, please feel free. We like to hear you. Matt, are you a Muslim? Matt Chow? If you are a Muslim, you can call me, no problem. You do not need to ask me. If you are a Muslim, call me. It looks like you are just joking here. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? So as you see, by the way, do you know that the Muslims in Saudi Arabia, they fast 1 day, or they break their fast 1 day earlier? Look what happened in Saudi Arabia lately. This is the TV station of Al Arabiya, the official TV stations of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They announced the day of the end of Ramadan a day before, because they thought that Mercury is the Hilal, the crescent moon. Do you believe it? They bought telescope from the American. Look, they are waiting for the Hilal, the crescent moon. And then at the end of the day, they thought that Mercury is the crescent moon. And now all the Muslims in Saudi Arabia, they broke their fast a day before the end of Ramadan. I mean, if you have telescope and you could not recognize the crescent moon from different all right, Shikika, I'm glad that you are using the knowledge with your mother-in-law, and I hope soon she will leave this cult. So what happened to this guy? Is he going to call us? He is not answering now. Anyway, Islam is very easy to prove to be a stupid cult, and you do not need to be a genius to prove it. And here we go, we are here to challenge. You see, Those who claim they have knowledge in Islam, do they dare to have an open line like us and take calls? I will call you. Like this guy, his name Nu'man Khan. Nu'man Khan, he received text messages from girls, but not from me. Can I text you? Can I call you? What about Zakir Naik? If we ask Zakir Naik about Allah sending messengers only if they speak the language of the people, what Zakir Naik will say? What do you think? Muslims, what do you think? Zakir Naik, your hero, who do not know anything about Islam, what he will say? He will come with a fabrication. Let us call him. I forgot this ring will not work for him because this is a ring of shaitan. The Prophet said so.
Hello?
Brother Zakir Naik, Assalamu alaikum, brother. I have a question for you. I told you your name is the Christian Prince and don't say your name. I can't get you butted easy. Just take it easy. I did not change my name and did not change my voice. I'm talking to you, brother. What is the purpose of a chapter 14 verse number 4 where it says Allah never send a messenger unless he is from the people speaking the language of the people? So how the Prophet Muhammad can be a prophet for people in India or Bangladesh or Pakistan? First of all, the Prophet, he is welcome to be our prophet and we like it. The same all what we say, I am sexy and I know it. Secondly, it's not your business. But we are trying to understand what the Quran is saying, how he can be your prophet if he is not from Bangladesh or Pakistan or India and he don't speak the language of the people. As you see, the Quran says in order to make it clear for them. And let me explain to you. First of all, the Quran is so clear for us and I will explain it to you. If you go to the book of Tafsir al-Bukhari, it says that the Quran is so clear, and because it says it's so clear, this is why it's very clear. But your answer is not clear for me yet. The Quran says Allah will send only messengers to those who he speak their language, and Muhammad, he don't speak your language, so how he can be your messenger? At the old day, the Prophet Adam, he came to India and he used at that time speak Arabic, and this is why the Prophet, he was the prophet for India too, because we are originally Arab. Adam, he came to India and India was Arab, and the Prophet, based on that, he is a prophet for India because originally they are Arab. Absolutely, and we can prove it for you. As an example, the Arab, they like to eat rice. We like to eat rice. They like to eat curry, and we like to eat curry. And they like women, and we like women. So obviously we are one nation, and you get your based. And don't call me again. The proof that we are all Arab, that's they eat curry and we eat curry. They like women and we like women. Okay, I got a point. I like curry too. I mean, he put me in the corner. Any Muslim want to answer this? How Muhammad can be a prophet to India, Somalia? All the countries around the world. The Quran says Muhammad, he cannot be a prophet for them. And by the way, here there's another mistake. Does the Quran says Allah will send it to his folk? But isn't it the Quran say that Allah, he sent sent Moses and Aaron to Pharaoh? Is Moses an Egyptian? The Muslim, they say to us the only messenger who is a messenger for all mankind is the Prophet. What does that mean? Abraham, according to Muslims, he came to Mecca. Abraham was an Arab. At that time there's no Arab. Who is a Muslim would like to call us? Does Hilal mean the crescent moon? Yes. Yes. And Hilal actually is coming from the same as we explained before, where Hil al al is a word meaning God, the same as Baal. Al is a word meaning mute YouTube, mute YouTube.
Oh, give me a sec. 1 second, brother.
There's many Muslims are leaving Islam, and today there's many they will leave. Are you going to call me after they call and they leave Islam? You will say to them they are liars as usual.
No, but if they lie, of course somebody has to correct
but
them.
you lie to me too if they are lying. I mean, how you know they are lying? Are you Allah?
No, but you can just tell.
I think you are God. How you can tell that? You know, I mean, but let us go here. Listen, the Prophet said that Allah told him after he squeezed him the angel Jibreel, he gave him this verse, says, we never send a messenger save who speak the language of his folk, so they might understand the message clearly.
Yes.
How Muhammad then became a messenger for all mankind if he don't speak the language of the folks and he is not from the folk?
Brother, so what this verse is saying, it's saying a past time. It doesn't say now and in the future.
Where
it
says in past time, where it says that.
Wait, let me open YouTube. There's a verse now in the screen.
Yeah, it's in the screen.
Okay. All right, it says Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It says, and we never send a messenger save with the language of his folk, that he might make it clear for them. So it says, and we have never sent in the past time.
But isn't it, this is in the time of Muhammad? He's speaking now, Muhammad. He gave this verse to Muhammad, right?
No, but it's talking about the past time.
No, did he give this verse to Muhammad?
Now, when the Quran also says, like,
no, hold on. Did he give it to Muhammad? Okay, did he give this verse to Muhammad or to a different person?
He gave it to Muhammad.
Okay,
talking about
when Allah he gave this verse to Muhammad, at that moment, was Muhammad a prophet or no?
Alhamdulillah, of course.
Okay, so he was a prophet, so he just said, and we never send a messenger save with the language of his folk. At that moment, until that moment, we never sent, and the time of what? At the time of Muhammad being exist. So until that moment, which Muhammad is receiving this message, we never send a messenger except he speak the language of his folk. So how you say to me, in the past? Yes, in the past, but in the past, in the time of Muhammad, which means in the present. In the present of Muhammad, and since that present, we never sent any messenger unless he speak the language of his folk. So he have to be from the folk and speak in their language. So how Muhammad can be a messenger for the Indian? And the Quran saying clearly, in order to make it clear for them. So what is the reason?
In order to make it clear for them, but the Quran
so if you
also
send if you send a message in different language, Allah agree that will not make it clear for them, right?
Yeah. Now, brother, it also says in the Quran, it says that if they just read the Quran, they will understand it through the Spirit.
Do you understand the Quran yourself?
They just understand if they read it in Arabic.
Okay, what your prophet, he says no. Your prophet, he says he asked Allah for 7 Quran because the Arab they can't understand it. And here they got the hadith in front of us. This is your prophet. This is your prophet saying. This is your prophet saying the Arab, not the Indian. The Arab, who they are Arab, they cannot understand 1 Quran. They need 7 Quran. So how somebody from India he understand the Quran in translation when the Arab who speak Arabic they could not understand the Quran? And Muhammad himself is saying that my people are not capable of doing it. What is that? Not capable?
No, but Allah makes them now capable. Allah
no. Muhammad saying to Allah, my people are not. Allah he saying to listen. The hadith in front of us. Are you reading? Do you know how to read?
Of course, man.
Okay, read. Then Allah has commanded you to recite to your people the Quran in one dialect. One what? One dialect. Okay. What Muhammad respond was? I ask Allah burden and forgiveness. My people are not capable of doing it. How many dialect you are reciting the Quran today?
It's commanded to recite to your people the Quran in one dialect. Upon this, he said, is it Sahih?
Oh no, this is da'if.
And what is Sahih?
I don't know. You tell me. Are you saying you are to me saying sahih? What sahih mean? You tell me what sahih. What sahih mean? Sahih is somebody eating too much carrot. What is that? Sahih? What's wrong with this religion? I mean, look how funny this religion. Their religion have weak and strong. That's mean your God Allah is weak too. I mean, if Allah Prophet he said that, can't Allah preserve his teaching? Why you Muslims keep fabricating stories? Why you Muslims are you saying to me you Muslims we lie about the Prophet and we fabricate a story about him and Allah he could not stop us? Your God is weak. Here we go. You are right away asking me, is it weak or strong, brother? Which mean, is it a lie story or a true story, brother? Because we Muslims, we write a lot of lie stories about our Prophet. We lie a lot we lie. We like to lie. Do you like to lie? Why you are asking me if this is weak or strong? What does that mean? Explain to the audience. What does that mean?
So in the hadiths, the hadiths are comparable to the New Testament because the New Testament and hadiths are actually almost the same, but the hadiths are stronger than the New Testament.
That's false because Old Testament and New Testament is the same. And hold on. We don't have something. Hold on. Stop being silly. Have you ever seen a Christian saying that something in the New Testament is weak and strong? We don't believe in that.
That's why it's not clear.
So I'm asking you why you are saying to me da'if. Why you Muslims? Why you okay? So if this is not. So you are saying to me that the stories which is mentioned by Muhammad is not protected by Allah. Is that correct?
Allah said in the Quran, He said, "We have brought you the Quran." Is it now not clear?
So why this story is written there? If the Quran is clear in one dialect, why you have the Quran in 7 dialect? It's clear.
It says people. It says to specific people. It doesn't say to.
Doesn't matter if the Quran is clear in one dialect. Why we need 7 Quran? You said to me it's clear.
Oh, no, what do you mean by 7 Quran? There are not 7 Quran.
There's 7 Quran. There's Quran Warish. There's Quran Hafiz. There's many Quran. You have no idea. Are you sure you're a Muslim? I think you're a liar too. I think you're not a Muslim. I think you're a Sabian.
Well, what's a Sabian?
Sabian is like your prophet. Your prophet is a Sabian.
I'm a true Sunni Muslim.
So, but your prophet is not a true Sunni Muslim. Your prophet is a Sabian.
What is a Sabian?
The Sabian is the word Sabian is those who do coloring. They color you. You know, like they put you in the water and they color you.
Ink in ink?
No, by water.
How am I gonna get caught if I go into water, man?
So are you saying to me this is stupid?
Well, first of all, if you look at this, it actually says this. It says, I was watching the video while I was eating.
Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. Are you saying to me this is stupid? To color somebody by water?
It depends. It depends because in the Bible it
here
says.
We go. You say here we go. Now it's depends. So what depend? What depend? Either you say yes or you say
no.
What does that mean? No.
Well, even if in your Bible it says that God gave Moses another color when he put his hands in his bosom.
I'm asking you in your Quran, in his bosom. Listen. I'm looking at your stupidity. I'm asking you, is it correct? You are asking me what is the Sabian, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do the baptism of the Sabian.
So Sabian, I don't know. You tell me.
Read carefully with me. Chapter 2, verse number 138.
Is it Quran?
Yeah, this is Quran, but this is weak Quran.
No, Quran strong, brother.
What does that mean? You said to me the Quran is clear.
Yes.
What is the color of Allah?
From Allah. It doesn't say of Allah. It's just from.
We take our color from Allah. Okay, explain to me. What does that mean? And the best to do coloring is Allah. What does that mean?
Who is better than? Allah
what is the coloring?
Whoa.
What is the coloring Allah he do?
No, it just colors you. It give you a color, right?
What color? What is that color? Explain to me. Okay, no problem. I'm trying to understand. Allah he color you. He color. No, Allah don't color us. What do you mean?
What do you mean a color? Who
You tell me. You said the Quran is so clear. Okay, explain to me. Allah how he color us. What does that mean?
So it just means anything. Like Allah made the earth. Allah made the seas.
This is not the question. It says Allah he gave you color. It says Allah he gave you color. Okay, the color is from Allah. What coloring is mean?
Well, are you an atheist now that you're gonna say the color came out of nowhere and not from God?
What this have to do? You said to me the Quran is clear. Allah is coloring. What coloring what? And what color he is using?
We take our color, so it means.
So okay, before Allah he gave us our color. What our color was? Because when you say coloring, that's mean you used to have different color. Coloring obviously is not the original. Like you steal my bicycle and then you color it. So this is not the original because you used to have different color. Allah is coloring you now. So what is the color Allah he cover and what is the new color?
Well, I don't see where you see that this is not the original color it's talking about.
It says coloring.
No, it doesn't say. It's a color.
Okay, take a color okay. Allah he gave you a color. Before you have the color, what do you have?
No, but this and who is better than Allah at coloring? That's something different.
Okay, don't you think this is stupid? What do you mean? What is the best? Explain to me. What is the best than Allah in coloring? What does that mean? You said to me the Quran is clear. Allah is comparing himself to a printer. I have a printer who do coloring. Allah is better than the printer in coloring. In which way? How?
Well, we say that Allah deserves every title that He's the best of.
This is not the question.
So
this is not the question. Don't change the topic. Deserve every title like what? A fool? What title? I'm asking you what Allah is saying here. He is the best of coloring. He's comparing himself to who? Because when you say he is the best of coloring, that means he is comparing himself to others. Who are the others?
Anyone, a living creature, something.
Okay, so Allah is comparing himself to creatures. I thought you cannot compare Allah to his creatures.
Wait, are you saying that God in the Bible it doesn't say that God is the most high?
He is the most. So when God Allah he says this is how the people they speak about their God. He is the most high, but a God is not the most high. He is what the word high is a phrase of a statement. It's not about how high he is. There's no high because simply the sky around us, what is up today is down tomorrow. The earth is going around itself. So stop being a fool. Don't mix things up. Allah is the best of caring. Best of caring to who? Compared to who?
All right. Do you think God is the
This is an action. This is an action. The action. Allah is comparing the action of caring to who? And what coloring they do?
He just gives a color, man.
Like what color? Okay, what is the color? Give me the color. What is it? Okay, what is the color you are talking about?
His skin color, of course.
Oh, so Allah he made us black. Allah he made us white. But he is saying he is better coloring than others. That means there's others who make you black and white and Asian too. There is others?
I see what you mean, but that's not the case, brother. So let's say I got a table, right?
So are you saying to me that Allah here is lying when he say he is better in coloring, but he is not really better because there's no other ones doing coloring except him?
So it says at coloring in general. It doesn't say like color skin.
Doesn't matter as long as coloring in general. That means there's other people who do coloring in general too. So Allah is the best in coloring.
I got a good example, brother. If you let me say this example and then you say whatever, right? Please. All right, I beg you.
Okay, please.
I beg you.
All right.
So let's say Leonardo, you know Messi, right? You guys in America, I know you guys know soccer, right? Football?
No, I don't play football.
But you know football?
The only game I play is Allah. But I'm just being honest with you. I play volleyball every day with Allah. I mean, he is sometimes up, he is sometimes down. It depends. So let us make him up now. Explain to me how Allah is the best of caring. This is my football.
All right. So let's say Messi, he plays football in Spain, right in the stadium.
So you are saying to me that Allah he play better football than Messi?
No, let me explain. So then Messi says he plays in the Barcelona stadium, and then he got the most goals, and then he says, "Who's better than me if playing football?" But he doesn't say he's playing football specific in the stadium in Barcelona, in general, in whatever stadium.
So who is better than Allah? I mean, Allah is better than who?
No,
As
but it
long
doesn't say
okay,
specifically coloring your skin, because it would say that if it was saying specifically, it says coloring. Coloring.
No
that's
problem,
general,
but
brother.
you just showed us that Allah is stupid, because if a football guy, he says I am the best, he is talking about obviously about football, correct?
No, but let's say he makes 5 goals in Barcelona stadium.
No problem, but when a
says,
soccer guy, he says I am the best, obviously he's not talking about himself being the best actor, he's talking about him being himself the best player in that game, correct? Okay,
but,
as long he is the best player, and this is the example you gave me, that's mean Allah, he is claiming there's other players, but he claimed to be the best player. That's his mean. That's mean he's not the only. That's mean that he's not the only God. Read with me this verse, chapter 23, verse chapter 23, verse number 14. If you answer this one, if you answer this one correctly, I will give you a big carrot. Chapter 23, verse number 14. It says Allah is the best of the creators. How many creators there is?
Well, I can create something now if I want.
Really? And that will make Allah better than you in creation? So you join the club of creators? All of us, we know.
I can be.
No, don't be a fool. We know that Allah, he said it clearly, that the creation he speak about is giving a life, not about making a table. Don't be a fool.
No, but so ground is life, trees are life, but that's also created by God.
No, Allah, he said, he challenged the man and the genie to create even a mosquito or a fly, correct?
Let me see, man.
What do you mean, let me see, man? Chapter 22, verse number 73, Allah, he says, "O mankind, make like this, like what?" He says, you know, do you worship beside Allah something who will never create a fly? So what is the word the creation in the Quran? Is about giving life, like creating a fly. Even a fly you cannot create. So when Allah, he says he is the best of the creators, obviously he is not talking about creating a table. Stop lying. He is asking, can you create a fly? Do you
if I fail at creating something, does that mean I'm a failed creator?
What?
I'm a creator. If I try to create something, but I've created something different, but I try to, let's say I try to create
my friend,
life, man.
You are not creating anything. There's invention and there's a creation. Creation is you make something come to existence. Invention is something else. Invention, I can stop fooling yourself. In the religion, when we say creator, we mean the one who create things, bring them into existence. Like example, life. Adam, he was a dust. He made him mud. He breathed into him. By breathing into him, he gave him life. That is a creation. Otherwise, the mud, anyone can do mud. Otherwise, mixing dust and water together, I can do it. But I cannot breathe into something and give it life. That is the creation. So now, when Allah, he says he is the best of the creators, Allah comparing himself to who? If there is someone else, he do create from the mud creatures? Do you want to call a friend?
Probably, man.
What about you take a carrot?
No, I already ate the carrot, man.
So like the carrot is not working. We need something else. What about camel urine? The Prophet, he ordered Muslims. Are you drinking camel urine? I think your weakness because you don't.
Tell me where the one says drink camel urine.
What about it?
Oh my. Wait, brother. Wait, my mic dropped. 1 second, brother.
Your mic dropped?
Say again? No, my mic dropped from my ear.
So now what we would do with Allah is the best of the creators. Do you think he is lying? He is exaggerating. He is saying he is the best of the creators, but there's no other creators. He's a liar.
Well, I think this is subjective, man. You know why? You keep doing it this way. I think it's subjective. You know why? because somebody might read this here means in general, but somebody else might read this that is like creation.
Let me
Well,
ask
it doesn't, since it doesn't specifically say.
Okay. Okay, hold on. For you know what?
Life.
Hold on. You see how clear the Quran for you? Obviously, it's clear. And I mean, the Quran is so clear. Here it says, "And we have created above you seven baths." What does that mean? The Quran is clear, right? There's 7 ways above above you. There's 7 ways. What is that?
Yes.
What is that?
And with I know, maybe in the tafsir.
In tafsir. I thought the Quran is clear. Okay, what about? I will give you something easier. You see, you said the Quran is clear, and we send down from the sky water. Is that true?
Brother, when you accept that the Quran is
Don't change
truth,
topic.
yeah,
Is it
you
true?
accept
Is it true that
is
it true that the water is coming from the sky?
Yes, from the clouds.
So where is the ocean coming from? I thought the cloud is coming from the ocean.
Water in measurement, and we give.
Which one is created first, the cloud or the ocean?
No, the cloud. Look. Even before there was any water, there were no clouds.
I'm asking you. So which one? Okay, no problem. I'm asking you. Make it simple for me. You know, I'm not smart like you. I don't eat carrot too much. Which one is created first, the cloud or the ocean?
1 second, brother. Could you repeat that question? Sorry.
What do you mean repeat the question? I just said the question to you 3 times already. Okay, I will squeeze you this time with the question, because Muhammad, he was squeezed when he became a prophet. So I will squeeze you 3 times and give you the question. Now the question is, which one Allah created first, the cloud or the ocean?
Does it say somewhere?
Well, it says here, and we send down from the sky water in a measure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So which one Allah he have created first?
Water.
From where it's coming?
From skies, not clouds. It doesn't say clouds, the skies.
From the sky. Okay, no problem, guys. From the sky. So it's not from the ocean, it's from the sky. But
even the atheists, they believe that water came from a meteorite from the sky.
From meteor?
Yes.
So there's a meteor was full of water. Okay, hold on. The atheists, they believe that there's a meteor full of water and dump in the earth, and he's like a balloon full of water and explode. That's amazing. Let us see what. Hold on. Yes. What do you say about this? You said to me that the sky is coming from the sky, right? You said to me it is coming from the sky, correct? So what this hadith is saying now here? That Allah, before he created anything, even before he created the earth and the heaven, his throne was upon the water.
Allah ordained the measures of quality of the creation 50,000 years before he created the heavens and the earth, and his throne was upon. Yeah. So what
is the water was? There's no earth. There's
no,
no
but it doesn't mean what was created in the sky. It says the water was brought forth to
my
us.
Friend, hold on.
Listen. It doesn't mean the general water was created from the sky, brother.
Abdul, listen.
It says the water we have today.
Okay, Abdul, listen. There's no heaven, there's no earth, but yet Allah has a throne above the water. Where was that water? There's no earth, there's no sky, there's no earth. It says clearly, before he created the heaven and the earth, as his throne was upon the water. So there was no heaven, there was no earth, but yet he was in the top of the water. Where was that water?
All right. Now, before I answer this, Christian Prince, brother, I can, if you want now, right now, I will ask smart Muslim Sheikh.
What do you mean smart Muslim? Are you saying you're hold on? Are you insulting yourself? Are you saying you're a stupid Muslim? You want to ask a smart Muslim? What does that mean?
I never mind him then. Never mind him. All right. So what? So let me ask you then. Let me ask you then.
I am willing
All right.
to. I'm willing to help you. If you call live right now on air your sheikh and put him in the speaker with us, so I can talk to him. Can you do that?
Wait, what?
Can you call your sheikh right now, the shaky sheikh, the one who do belly dancing always for you? Can you call him and challenge him to answer me and put him in the speaker to talk to me live?
Yes.
Okay, do it.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Right now.
Right now.
Are you ready though?
Right now.
All right, brother.
Okay.
All right. If you give me a second, man.
Why you are hanging up? Why you hang up? He will never talk to me. Why you hang up? Okay. Oh boy. Do we have any Muslim in the bushes? I mean, what is this? The Quran is so clear. Yeah. All right. One of the funny thing about the Quran that Allah in the Quran keeps saying, "Did you see? Did you see? See what? We saw nothing." Guys, did you see how the sky is blue? Okay, what does this have to do with you? Did you see how I created the sky? Okay, did you? No, we did not see when you created the sky. Okay, did you show us? I mean, you keep saying, "Did you see? Did you see?" I mean, Allah is speaking to the blind people who is trying to make them believe, supposedly, and He's saying to them, "Did you see?" I thought they're blind, and that's why you are trying to guide them. So what you say? Did you see? They are blind, my friend. I did not see. Any Muslim did see? They are the only nation who witnessed for something they did not so. Let us take Shahada. Shahada means witnessing. Look at this. All of this is speaking about, didn't you see? Any Abdul? I am not taking your call. Yes, maybe you are blocked, Matt, because you are being silly. You are not a Muslim and you keep saying you want to take my call. Why I want to take your call? Any Muslim? Now this guy is trying to convince his sheikh to call me and to speak to me. He will never talk to me. He will risk his career. No way. One of the funny things, the Quran says that Allah, He have the knowledge of the unseen. And He can see. But if we do a little examination, we will find that Allah, He have no idea what He is talking about. As an example, Allah created from every kind, male and female. Allah is the Lord of the series, because He's a Sabian. That's what the Sabian believe. Ashara, this is why actually one of the names of Muhammad, they call him the father of Ashara, because he worship this planet. And this is an old religion, exists in Arabian Peninsula, and they used to worship it. Don't you see that Allah is the one who give life and give death? No, I did not see. Did you see it? Don't you see that Allah is the one who make you laugh and make you whip? No, I did not see. All of this is nothing to see. And here you find another stupid statement in the Quran, that Allah, he claimed that nobody should pay for the sin of somebody else. But in different locations, Muhammad, he make it clear that the Christians, they will pay, and the Christians and the Jews specifically, they will pay for the sin of the Muslims. It's a chain of contradictions and stupid stories. Let us see. You see how stupid is called? The Muslim, they say to you, is it fair that Jesus, you Christians, you say that Jesus, he paid for your sin? And they quote for you the Quran saying that Allah, he says that nobody should pay for the sin of somebody else. Let's just change the translation, because this donkey is very weird translation. No burden person with sin shall be bear a burden of sin of another. Quran. Okay, so what Muhammad is saying here? One of the clear signs of cult leaders, they are not consistent with their own teaching. Either nobody will pay for the burden of somebody else, or people will pay for the burden of somebody else. Any Muslim? Which one should follow? Muhammad teaching or Allah teaching? There would come people amongst the Muslims on the day of resurrection with as heavy sins as mountain. Look how big the sin is, and Allah would forgive them, and he would place in their stead the Jews and the Christians. But Muslim, they say nobody should pay for the sin of somebody else. So why we are paying for sin of Muslims, which like mountains? I thought we will be punished for our sin. Muhammad, he says no. This is a hadith. Hadith mean Muhammad teaching, Muhammad statement. This is what the Muslims call it, hadith. I call it pupu. And this is the reference if you want it. You see, the funny thing about Muhammad, he cannot keep his mouth shut, and the more he talk, the more he get himself busted. Matt is not a Muslim, guys. You know what? Let me block this guy. It just became annoying. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Every statement of a Muslim trying to protect his religion does not match, the same as his prophet does not match his own teaching. How a prophet of God, he says statement against what his God told him? Any Muslim can tell us? How he is a prophet is speaking for this God, but his God says something and he said the opposite. Hmm? And what happened to this guy? He want to call his sheikh. I think he is diving in the deep ocean trying to find him. الوتين والأبهر ليسوا من مرادفات هل تكلمت عنها. My friend, الوتين, when a Muslim he says to you that the word watin is not the same as the abhar, it's just to defend and trying to protect their prophet, which is not true. This is the dictionary لسان العرب. نيات القلب الوتين نيات القلب. It appears in Surah Al-Haqqa verse number 46. What do you want more? الوتين الشريان الرئيسي. All right, now we go to Abhar. Always Muslims, when they try to defend, they try desperately to defend, but it doesn't work. Let us see. And if you have a Muslim would like to call us, he can, you know. Here we go. This is the dictionary. Al-Abhar في علم التشريح. The most or the biggest vein in the body goes from between, or the most important, between the right side and the left side of the heart. Do you see it? So both of them is the same. And this is the Arabic dictionary. Yes, Abdul.
Salam alaikum, brother.
Alaikum
hello.
Did you call your sheikh?
Yes, but
he cannot,
it took him long to respond, and
but
then
he cannot talk
he said,
to me. He cannot talk to me. He's busy.
No, but I got somebody else then. He's
Okay.
not so knowledgeable as the sheikh, but he's you know,
your sheikh is
a
not
bit more
knowledgeable?
knowledgeable than me.
Your sheikh is not knowledgeable.
No. I mean the one I'm gonna send you right now, not the sheikh. The sheikh can't talk right now.
Okay.
He told me he can't talk right now.
Okay. Who's going to talk to me?
Hello.
Yes.
Wait. so I'm gonna throw somebody else at you. This guy, he's also smart. He's not the sheikh, but you know, he's smart. I learned some stuff from him. He debates Christians sometimes, but he has also a lot to learn. But he's smart. So if you could add him, I will type his name in the chat.
Just invite him to the chat. This is the best way, so we will not look for him. Just add him to the chat. Okay.
How can I do that? Oh, persoon toevoegen.
You can invite him to the chat. You can invite him.
Yes. Give me a second.
And then if you want, you can hang up, and he will talk to me alone if you want, or you can stay with us.
All right. Let's see. Let me see if I can.
You can click at the plus sign, and then that will make him invited to that
conversation. Yeah, but he got not the Skype, so I gotta add that Skype now. Right. Alright. Something. That was this. It says,
brother, before you invite him, you have to say inshallah. If you don't say inshallah, he will never come, because
I'm
Allah will
sorry.
not allow it.
Inshallah.
I did marry 99 women and I have sex with them all in one night, and I forgot to say inshallah before I started, and look what happened. I don't have kids until now.
In the call. Yeah, I'm sorry for this taking a bit. Let me see. Oh my God.
Don't say oh my God. Say oh my Allah. Come on.
Well, I type his name. If I press add someone, I type his name. It says, I see some other account when I type his name. Why is this?
What? Give me his name. I will invite him. Give me his name.
I send the name on the chat.
Okay.
I add him, and then I see him talking to me. And whenever I press on add someone, I don't see his name then. It's weird, man. It's really weird.
Weird. I told you, because you're not saying inshallah. You have to say inshallah.
I said inshallah. I said that.
Allah control the internet, my friend.
Yeah. That's not the case.
Yeah. Actually, this guy, he called me before. I have his name here. Isn't it his Muhammad Qasim? And he have
I don't know. I know him for a week or something.
He have an image that says indeed my prayer or something, right?
Ah, yeah.
Okay, that's him. Okay.
I think so.
Hang up. I will call him.
All right.
He did not accept the call.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Muhammad, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Close your camera, please, if you don't mind. Thank you. All right. We have a hadith here. We asked your brother, he could not answer. It says that Allah, his throne was above the water before he created anything. Do you agree with that?
Yep.
Where was that water?
So it was in a place where it's beyond our imagination. We can't comprehend it.
Okay. So Allah has a throne above the water.
Yep.
What is above Allah?
Allah does have a direction. So He does have a place.
No, there's direction, because if you say to me, okay, if I say now, let me draw something in the screen. I don't know if you can see my screen. If I say that this is the water, okay, this is the water, and then Allah throne is here above the water, okay, that means we have now direction. We have down and we have up.
Yeah, so we have a direction of we have the direction of the throne and the water.
All right,
but
so
we don't have the
no problem.
Yeah, we don't have
so
the direction of
so no problem.
Allah.
In the direction of above the throne, what we have above the throne?
Nothing.
Like, is that are you speaking of knowledge, or speaking like you're just guessing?
No, this is with the verses of Quran where Allah says He does istawa on the arsh. We say that refers to like His authority. So we don't say literal, and it's not like literally Allah sitting or something like that.
No, it says that He is sitting, because the Quran says, you see the word istawa, it's mean He level Himself. It does not mean that not He sat, it's set. And same time the Quran says that Allah is carried by 8 mountain goats.
8 what?
8 mountain goats.
The 8 angels, the carried the throne.
They are mountain goats.
How they mountain goats?
Well, I don't know. Your prophet, he says that. Are you making fun of your prophet, my friend?
Let's have a look.
Okay, let us see. All right, read with me carefully, please. The hadith here is saying there's like 7 heavens above the earth, and the heaven which is above at that similar distance go until the count 7 heaven. Above the 7 heaven there is a sea. This is the water we are talking about, and the distance between whose surface and the bottom is like the distance between the heaven and the next. Above that there is 8 mountain goats, and the distance between their hooves and the haunches is like the distance between the heaven and the next. And above that is Allah. Do you see it? So Allah is carried by 8 mountain goats.
But it doesn't say he's carrying anything. He's saying that above that, that 8 mountain goats,
he is
the distance between.
He is above them.
Right, so he's beyond that. So
he is above them.
So it's all about the interpretation of the above.
No problem. Let us make it clear. Are they carrying him? Those 8 goats?
No.
They are not.
No.
Okay, let us go to the Quran.
You can't carry. Okay. How can you carry God?
No problem. You tell me. Here we go. The Quran says, my friend, the Quran says they carry him. You said no. The Quran don't agree with you. Chapter 69, verse number 17. It says, and they carry him.
Let's look at the verse.
And those angels are goats, according to your prophet. وَالْمُلْكُ عَلَى أَرْجَائِهَا وَيَحْمِلُ عَرْشُ رَبُّكَ فَوْقَهُم يَوْمَئِذٍ ثَمَانِيَةٌ. So at the edges there is 8, and there's angels, and they are carried by 8. The 8, according to your prophet, they are 8 goats. So they are carrying it.
No, so they're carrying the throne of Allah. They're not carrying
but Allah is above the throne, right?
No, but he's not. He's not physically above.
Is Allah in the side of the throne?
No, I said he's not physically above. This is related to
Allah physically
his authority. So refers to his authority.
So the throne of Allah is empty?
Yeah, it's empty.
It is empty.
Yep. I don't know what's going to be on top of it.
Where the Quran says وَعَلَى الْعَرْشِ اسْتَوَى, and on the throne he lived himself.
Yeah, that's what you said. He refers to his authority. It doesn't refer to literally.
No. Who said that? Who is the one who says to you authority?
Yeah, this is a principle.
Okay, hold on. But Allah was creating the earth and the heaven before he left up to the throne. So if the throne is the authority, that means Allah, he left the authority there, and he have no authority to create anything. But the Quran says that Allah, he created the earth, and then he created the heaven, and then he went and he leveled himself upon the throne, correct? So what does have to do with the authority? He have the authority wherever he go. Are you saying to me that the throne of Allah is a metaphorical statement, is not a physical throne?
No, it's a physical throne.
Okay, so it's a physical throne, so it's not an authority.
That physical throne doesn't mean that Allah is doing sitting on it. It refers to that Allah established his dominance, like in the sense he established his authority. In that sense, so he mentioned like Allah, just how a king has and a queen has like a throne. It establishes authority, like who's in charge and whatnot.
Okay, so do Allah need a throne to have authority, or he have authority anyway?
He has it anyway, but it doesn't matter if he wants to establish a throne.
Is the throne of Allah created by Allah, or it exists before his creation?
He was never created.
So where Allah he got his throne from?
He created it.
Okay, so do Allah have authority before he created the throne, or he don't have authority?
He has, but this is you can call it like a symbol of authority.
But you said this is a throne which is physical.
Yes, physical.
So why Allah he will need a physical throne if he will not sit in the throne?
It's just to show
show who?
Just to the angels, or you can call it people as well.
So why the angels are carrying the throne if there is nobody in the throne?
to show the authority. Like
Okay.
the throne is
If
so
Allah
massive.
is not, if Allah,
It's the
if
size
Allah
of
is
it
not
is so
a throne,
massive, and it makes people
what do you mean?
what do you call it,
What do
you
you mean
know,
show the
amazed.
authority? What do you mean show the authority? He is the one who created them. What more they want? I mean, he is God, and he is God with a throne or without a throne. Show what authority? This is funny. Are you saying to me that God will not be respected unless he have a throne?
He will still be respected, but I'm saying
Okay.
this is
So what the
something
throne
God
for?
intended to do it, so that's his choice. We don't dwell in why. I mean, how
Okay.
would you know why
Okay. Let us
until you
go.
ask
Let
him?
us go back to zero. Hold on. When we spoke about Allah is above the water, and we noticed that Allah is above 8 mountain goats. Why there are 8 mountain goats?
Obviously, they're not literal mountain goats, because
No, they are. It
just from
says
because
who is hooves? Do you know what hooves mean?
yeah, but it starts off with telling you the size of places. It probably refers
No
to some
problem. They
sort of
are
size.
huge. They are huge, but they are goats, and they have hooves and they have hunches. Does it say that or no?
Yeah, so
Okay.
maybe it's referring to something.
What is the use of those 8 goats?
Allah knows best.
Allah knows best. Okay. I ask you, who is above Allah?
There's not. Allah does have a place. He does have a direction.
No, we have direction now, because as long as he is above those, it means there's direction. The second you say above, it means there's down and there's above.
Yeah, but if it is metaphorical, then it doesn't refer to anything.
Metaphorical, my friend. Why you keep saying metaphorical? Since when? I ask you if the throne is a physical, you said yes. So how is metaphorical? It's not metaphorical. So now, as long the throne is a physical, and Allah is above the throne, that's mean it is not metaphorical. You said to me the throne mean authority. No problem, but it's physical still. So the throne mean authority, but it's a physical throne. Is Allah himself is a physical?
No.
Allah is not a physical.
The word physical won't be used with Allah, because he's beyond our comprehension.
So when the Prophet he says that Allah he will put his foot, is the foot of Allah is fiction or it is real?
So okay, let's establish a principle. So we have a principle in Deen, wherever there's verses talking about movement or Allah's hands or shins, all of them will be the meaning of it is not known to us. It could refer to a metaphor, it could refer to something like that. So with the foot, for example,
I never saw, my friend, I never saw a Muslim scholar he said this is referred to metaphor. Where you get this from?
This is actually
are you a Muslim Sunni? Are you a Muslim Sunni or Shia?
Sunni.
So why you are saying metaphor? There's no Sunni believe in metaphor about the part of Allah. Allah have hands, Allah have foot, Allah have I can play for you Zakir Naik, I can play all for you the one you like. All of them
they're Salafis.
Yes.
So yeah, that's one valid interpretation.
Forget about Sunni. What Salafi? No, not Salafi. This is your prophet. This is your prophet. Your prophet, he said clearly, Allah he put his foot over the hellfire, and the fire will say, are there more to come? Tell Allah he put his foot over it, and it will say, qati qati, enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I came across this before.
So is that a real foot or not?
No, it's not literal.
How you know? Based on
the principle of Islam.
What the principle? Where is the principle? Show me where in the principle it says that Allah is not physical.
The verse where Allah says the vision cannot encompass him, there's nothing like unto Allah. So as soon as you say hand, foot, you're given likeness. So whenever these verses talk about it, we would say it's not, we would negate that he has a foot, and then we would give a metaphor. So it might be a metaphor, it might be like to stop it. So by foot meaning that to stop it, not literally put his foot in it.
Does the Quran say that Allah have a shin?
Yeah.
Okay, is that shin metaphor or it's physical?
It's not physical, it's metaphor.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, let us examine this. This is in the Quran, chapter 68, verse number 24. We will go to the hadith.
He's going to reveal his shin.
We will go, okay, his shin is what? What his shin? Is it authority too?
It could refer to his glory. It could refer to
the glory of Allah,
himself.
The glory of Allah in his shin?
No, you could refer to himself. The shin could be like himself. He's going to reveal himself, so people will see him on the day. All people will see him in paradise.
No, okay. Is that a shin really or a metaphor? You said it's a metaphor, but Allah he will show his shin. They will see him literally. Are they going to see him or they will not see him?
Yeah, they will see him.
Okay, so this is not a metaphor.
I'm saying the shin refers to himself. It's not literal shin.
What do you mean? It's not literal. They will see him. They will see him as a shin.
So like I've just explained to you, we have a principle. By that, we
My friend, you are
interpret
you are
these words.
confusing yourself. Is the shin of Allah metaphor or it's a physical shin?
It's not physical. It's a metaphor.
Okay.
So it refers to
But
something. It could be
said,
refers to himself.
But you said you will, but you said they will, okay. But you said they will see him.
Yeah.
Okay. They will see what exactly?
That's we haven't seen. If we haven't seen him, how can I describe him?
No. He said shin. He said he will lay down his shin, bare his shin. He did not say it's a metaphorical. Nowhere he says that. In the same time, he says they will see him. During the lifetime of the Prophet, they came to him and they said to him, shall we see our Lord in the day of resurrection? The Prophet said, yes, you will do. See him. And then he explained, are you going to have difficulty to see the sun in the midday? They said no. Are you going to see the sun, the difficulty to see the moon? They said no. He said, this is how you will see Allah. And then Allah, he will come to you in a shape. Is that correct?
So the narration says something like that.
I'm asking you, do Allah have a shape?
Nope. So this is beyond this narration is beyond our comprehension. How will it happen, house and whatnot. So
I thought in my understanding that Allah has a shape. So anyone who believes that Allah has a shape is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're wrong. They can't believe that.
All right, guys. Did you hear it? He said anyone believe that Allah has a shape is wrong, and obviously he's have a false teaching. That's Muhammad, because Muhammad is the one who says Allah will come to them in a shape other than the one they saw first time. Read it with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that this
no, what you're saying, my friend, don't change the topic. You just say the one who believe Allah has a shape is wrong. You're a prophet saying Allah has a shape and he will come to you in a shape. You said to me, and I ask you clearly, do you think the one who believed that Allah has a shape is wrong? You said yes. Muhammad, he says Allah will come to them in a shape nearest to the picture that they had in their mind, according to the translation.
Yeah, so when it says, for example, it says here the Lord of the worlds will come to them in a shape and nearest to the picture they had in their minds about him. It'll be so. It could refer to Allah presenting a picture to them. So in that sense, Allah comes to them.
But they will see.
It doesn't have to be like
look how
fast.
Look how fast you change your statement. You said to me, the one who believes that Allah has a shape is wrong. Muhammad, he says he will come to them in a shape. So he is inside that shape, and that shape is physical. When you say shape,
it doesn't say that though.
No, it says that shape. The word shape is a dimension. The word shape is a dimension, and you know that.
Yeah. So I know the shape.
So Allah is where is Allah?
Allah has a shape is wrong.
Where is Allah? Allah is inside that shape. Do you agree?
Nope.
Well, it says that. Read with me carefully. Allah will come to them in a shape. In a shape. So he is in that shape. It's in front of you. What do you mean now?
It could also refer to Allah will bring a shape.
You keep saying to me it could be, it could be. Well, there's no it could be, because in front of us it says no. It says you will see him by your eyes, and he will come to you, which means he's coming, moving physically, and then he is coming in a shape. So what is could be? What is the possible could be?
It all depends what the narrator intended when he narrated the hadith. So when what was he intending?
What do you mean narrated the hadith? This is your prophet talking. Let me ask you, how many shape Allah have?
He does have a shape. I just told you.
He have no what?
He does Allah does have a shape.
It says here, the prophet says Allah has a shape.
I just explained to you. He refers to like
you did not explain to me. No, he said your prophet says Allah will come to you in a shape. You are saying to me he don't have a shape, but the prophet says he have a shape. And not only that, Allah have two shapes. Let us prove it to you. Your prophet said Allah will come to them in a shape other than the one they know, and will say, I am your Lord. They will say, we seek refuge with Allah from you. Do you agree with your prophet?
Yeah, you explained to you. So he's not like Allah doesn't have a shape.
Okay, so
But
what
he's
the
going
Muslim
to
now
present.
here?
He's going to present something to them. So it might be an image or shape, or it could be like a shape. It could be he's going to present something to them that they're going to think that he's
My friend, the word
that,
is so
shape.
clear. Let us stop playing games. It says Allah will come to them in a shape. So that shape is Allah. He did not say he will send them a shape. He says Allah will come to them in a shape other than they know. So he is coming. Who? Allah. In which case? In how? In a shape which they know, and will say, he will say, I am your Lord. So that shape will say, I am your Lord, I'm Allah. So why you keep saying it's not a shape?
Okay, I'll look into it more. Find out what's the explanation for this.
No problem. How many shape Allah he have?
He does have a shape. I'll just explain to you.
I mean, my friend, you are really funny. Why you keep saying to me there's no shape, and the Prophet he's saying Allah will come to them in a shape. Allah, he will not send a shape, he will come to them in a shape. So Allah now he have a form, and that form is a shape, and he will say to them, I am your Lord. Who is talking? The shape, which is who? Allah. And you keep saying to me there is no shape.
Yeah, it's based on the usul of the Quran.
What usul al-Quran? What usul al-Quran? What usul al-Quran? Where is that?
There's
Show me.
nothing like unto Allah.
So what?
There's
Nothing like him.
unto
Who
Allah.
said there's something like the shape? Who said that the shape like something else? Who care? It does say, like, you are assuming that the shape is like me or like you. We did not say that. He says he will come to them in a shape. So why you are jumping to make this statement? So Allah will come to them in a shape. We do not know what the shape, but yet the Muslims, he will come to them in a shape which they know, and they will say to them, I'm your Lord. And then they will say, for sure, you're our Lord. How many shape Allah you have? He have two shape. Is that true?
No, but I'll find out more about the narration.
No, before you find out, here we go. It's in front of us, my friend. It's in front of us. Because Allah first time, he will come to them in a shape. Hold on.
Yeah.
Allah will come to them first in a shape other than the one which they know. And the Muslims will refuse him, and they will believe he's shaitan. Read really carefully. When Allah he come to them in a shape which they don't know, Allah will come to them in a shape other than they know, and will say, I am your Lord. They will say, we seek refuge by Allah from you, and you know, this is our place which we will not follow you, you are shaitan. So you Muslims, you refuse what in this Allah here? What is the rejection?
That is something fake is going to be presented to them.
I'm asking you, what is the rejection? Why you are rejecting Allah now? Allah is coming to you in a shape. What is the reason for rejection Allah here? Why you reject him? He says to you, I am Allah your Lord. You say to him, no, you are not. We seek refuge from Allah from you, which means you are shaitan. Why you Muslim think he is shaitan? Why you reject him?
Yeah, like I said, I need to find out more about the narration.
You need to find out. Okay, you know what? It's very clear, but you cannot answer it because Allah here have two shape. One shape which is the shape of the devil, and that's why they thought he is the devil, and they say we seek refuge. The Quran say clearly that seek refuge when shaitan he whisper to you, al-waswasul khannas. So when you say we seek refuge by Allah from you, that means you are saying to Allah you are shaitan, and we will not follow you.
No, even if you take it literally, that he has a shape and all that, that doesn't prove your point in the sense that, because all he's saying is that Allah's gonna, if you're gonna take your perspective on it, so he's gonna come in a shape, then he's going to, you know, show my image, for example, what they had in their mind. So when they're seeking refuge, from basically the image that they gain portrayed.
But the hadith saying Allah will come to them in a shape. He is not saying I will send you an image as you claim. So your statement is false because he himself coming. Allah will come. This is the coming Allah, which is in a shape. Not Allah will send them a shape and the shape will talk to them. So your statement is false. Secondly, from the beginning of the story it says, they said, are we going to see Allah? He did not say to them, are we going to see someone who present Allah? No. The question was, Are we going to see Allah? He said yes. And he said, even, do you have difficulty to see the light of the moon when the night is clear? They said no. He said, this is how you see Allah. So they are speaking about seeing. He compare Allah, seeing Allah, to the moon. Moon is a physical, the sun is a physical. So don't tell me we cannot compare, because your prophet compare. Secondly, when Allah he come to you in the shape, why he is rejected? He said to you, I'm Allah.
Yeah, if I take your perspective, so it will be.
Don't stop, my friend. Stop saying your perspective. This is what your prophet is saying. This is not me. Read with me carefully. They said to him, are we going to see Allah? Not imagine Allah. Are we going to see Allah in the day of resurrection? Some people say it, O Messenger of Allah, shall we see our Lord in the day of resurrection? He said, do you crowd and squeeze each other on looking at the sun when it is not hiding by the cloud? They said no. He said, okay, do you crowd and squeeze each other to looking at the moon when it's full and it's not hiding in the cloud? They said no. He said, this is how you will see your Lord. So this is about seeing him, and he is comparing him to a physical object, the sun and the moon. So stop saying to me this is your perspective. Secondly, when the hadith says Allah will come to them in a shape other than the one they knew, this is not an imaginary. This is he's telling you a fact, a statement of movement. Allah will come. Allah is coming. Allah is not appearing. Allah will come. Allah will come to them in a shape other than the one they know, and he will say, I am your Lord. In return, the Muslim will reject Allah, and they will say, we refuse you. We seek refuge by Allah against you, which means they believe he's a devil. Question: why they refuse Allah?
So they don't refuse Allah, they refuse the image that's like other person or whatever in their mind.
Thank you, guys. They refuse the image of Allah, the shape of Allah. Why they refuse the shape of Allah?
No, this I'm just saying that that's your perspective. So I'm commenting on that.
My perspective. This is not my
Even
perspective.
then you're wrong.
It's in the front of us, and stop playing games, please. It says he will come to them in a shape. Who is the one is coming? It's not an image walking by itself. It is Allah coming. Allah in that shape, and yet the Muslim, they will reject that shape. Why? Google is not helping.
I've already answered that. Yalla. So what's your next point?
My point that you Muslim worship idols, because here we go, we change the shape of the idol. You don't follow the idol unless he come to you in a shape which you approve. You will not follow him, even he is himself Allah. Muslims are pagan, they worship idols. So anyone he come to you in a shape which you like, you say, okay, you are our God. When your God himself he come to you, even he is Allah, just because he changed his shape, you spit at him, you call him shaitan, you say we seek refuge with Allah from you, which means you are shaitan, just because he changed his shape. So you Muslim, you follow who? You follow a shape.
Nope, like I said, he's going to be presented to them, so he's going to be an image. So Allah
is that Allah? Is that Allah himself, the one you say to him, we seek refuge with Allah from you, or someone else?
No, that's not Allah.
What do you mean that's Allah? Allah will come to them. Read with me. Allah will come to them in a shape other than they knew, and will say, I am your Lord. They say to who back? They say to him. They say to him, we seek refuge with Allah from you.
Yeah, like I said, I need to look into it a bit more, so I'll find out. I'll probably get back to you soon.
All right,
in a week.
No problem, my friend. Feel free to call me anytime. You can go and search in Google, call your sheikh, and call me back. All right.
All right. Okay.
Take care. Followers of shape. Followers of shape. Pagan. The pagan god, he changed his idol. They don't like it. They throw rocks at him. And they don't like the shape of Jesus. We refuse him. We follow shape. We are people who worship shape, follow shape, bow down to shape. And if that shape did not come to us as we like that shape, we will throw rocks at that shape, even if it's Allah. This is what the story is saying. A clear proof that Islam is a big fat cult. Right? It's obvious. And no wonder you refuse Jesus. You don't like his shape. He come to you as a man. You refuse Allah himself. So why you will not refuse? If you agree that Allah is your God, yet just because he changed his shape, you spit at him. That's the whole crime Allah he did now here. What he did, he just changed his shape. Muslims do not recognize their God by anything except the shape. This is what the whole story is saying to us. We are shape followers. We are shape followers. And the funny, it says Allah will come to them in a shape. He says to us that Allah is not a shape. It says in the front of you. And yeah, obviously Allah is inside his creation because Allah, when he changed the shape, he create. And by the way, what happened to the first shape? When Allah he have the second shape. Now Allah have two shape. What happened? We have two Allah now. We have two Allah. And why Allah is doing this? Secondly, if the Prophet of Allah he says to us that Allah will change his shape in the judgment day, why we will say to him, you are not our Allah? I mean, the Prophet he told us he would change his shape, so we should say, yeah, we know the game already. It's like we watch a movie before it happened. You know what I mean? As long he told us what Allah will do, why in the day of resurrection we will say to him, no, 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 you are not our Allah. We know Allah. He told you that this is Allah. I mean, do you see how silly the story, guys? People, do you understand how silly the story? It's like saying to you that the Christian prince he will come to the house tomorrow and he will be wearing Santa Claus clothes. And then when he come, you say to him, you are not a Christian prince. He told you this is a Christian prince. He's just wearing Santa Claus clothes. What you are saying to him, you are not Allah. He told you. What a stupid story. So now we know that he is Allah, yet we are going to say to him, you are not Allah. Any Muslim? And when Allah he changed his shape, you know, they will say, oh, for sure you are our God. He say, I am your Lord. And then Allah will come to them in a shape they know. What is the shape you know? What is that? What is the shape you know? Giraffe? Elephant? You just told me we do not know the shape of Allah. And Allah is not a physical being and nothing like Allah. So how you know his shape? Do we have any Muslim feel like you want to leave Islam? As usual. Who's next want to leave Islam? This is religion. This is the most confusing, funny, stupid stories. So they say to us, how you worship a man? And we don't worship man. We worship God. Can God be whatever he wants? Can God be a man? Or he cannot. So when Allah he become that shape, can he become that shape or he cannot? They will say, yeah, he can, he can. And whatever that shape is, obviously it's ugly, because he is ugly to the point they reject him. To the point they thought he is shaitan. What? He have horn? He have two horn in his head? His shape is rejected to the point they believe he is Satan. What is that shape? And why Allah even doing this game? What the point? What the point of this? Any Muslim? Well, all Muslims, they make video, they say Christian Prince is wrong, but nobody can answer me. I go to sleep, they start making comment. When I am live on air, as you see, I need to search. We asked them to call their sheikh to call me. Their sheikh, they start shaking. What a funny religion. And by the way, until now, nobody answered us where was Allah before the 7th century. You know, the funny Muhammad, he said, between me and Jesus 600 years. 600 years Allah was taking a nap. All right, let's see this gentleman here. Answer, please. Well, he's not answering. What do you think, Muslims? Any Muslim have the courage and the knowledge? He can prove me wrong. This is a very stupid cult. And look how the Muslim, they try to make it like they water the question. Maybe it could be. It could be maybe, you know, maybe religion of maybe. When they want Allah have a shape, when they want Allah don't have a shape. Is the one who have a say Allah has a shape is wrong? He says yes. We showed him that he's a prophet saying that. He said it doesn't say that because now it's too late. No, it says that. Fahim, I contacted you before. I called you before you start playing for me love songs. Obviously, you are from San Francisco, Fahim. When a man he play for a man love songs, obviously something wrong with him. Do you remember Fahim? Fahim is a Muslim guy who play for me love songs. He challenged me to call him. I call him. He play for me love songs. Same as he's a prophet. What do you mean I have not done Zakir Naik? You are late. We called Zakir Naik and he answered and he told me if you call again I will call the police for you. I did and I called the guy. You gave me his ID to call him a tribe tip beer. I don't know how to read your name. Tip beer. I did. He did not answer. And actually, Zakir Naik, if he come here, he can destroy us, all of us. If you remember when they asked him why a Muslim woman she can't be a prophet in Islam, you know, he gave him an amazing, beautiful answer. The sister they ask a question. Why in Islam there are no women to the prophet? And actually, I confirm that in Islam there is no women to the Prophet, and there is a logical learned for them. And I give example: if a woman in Islam to become a prophet, he had to lead the congregation, and if lead the congregation, he had to do and wudu, and if you do wudu, everybody will look at her ass. And this is why a Muslim woman can't be a prophet. Translation: if a woman she came prophet, she have to lead the prayer. If she lead the prayer, she have to bow down. If she bow down, all the Muslim will look at her ass. May Allah ask you. This is the reason a Muslim woman she can't be a prophet, because of her ass. So she lost. She's overqualified, or she is not qualified. Imagine someone applied to work as a prophet, and in the resume it says she have a nice ass, and they say to her, you are overqualified for the job because your ass is so beautiful. And the Muslim like, wow, look brother at this answer, brother. Did you see, brother? And the other Abdul like sitting like next to other like, brother, how he can come with this? This is genius. Our brother here is a genius. What a crazy cult. And by the way, even the hadith confirmed that the Muslims, they cannot pray to Allah if they see a nice bum in front of us, in front of them. If you remember, a bunch of Muslims, they come to the Caliphate Uthman, and they told him, we have an Imam who is an Imam of a fitna, which means Imam of temptation. They claim that this Imam is tempting them and he is seducing them. I went to Uthman ibn Affan while he was he became the caliphate, and he said to him, you are the chief of the Muslims in general, and you see what has failing to you. We are led by the prayer by a leader of fitna. Read carefully between two brackets. Trials, afflictions, etc. And what's wrong with him? He is an effeminate person. He is what? Effeminate. And the caliphate says, oh, still you have to pray behind him. Question to the Muslims: how those Muslims are tempted by a man who is a feminine man, a gay? How they are tempted unless they are gays too? How a gay, if he is bowing down in the front of you, how you get tempted unless you are a gay? Unless all of them they are gays. Because in order for a man to be tempted by a man, he have to be a gay too. Correct? So they are coming to him and saying, oh, this guy is tempting us. How he tempt you? Unless you are like him. So supposedly now they want to show the caliphate that they are not gays. The Imam is gay, but obviously you are gay, and the caliphate is a gay because he said there's no problem, pray behind him. So what? Do we have any Muslim here? When a man he got tempted by a man, obviously he is what he is. I understand that a man can be tempted by a woman. That's normal. But a man to be tempted by a man, it means both of you like it. The one who is tempting you and the one who is being tempted. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. What do you want to say to us?
What was that?
So are you a Muslim?
Yes.
You are a Muslim?
Yes.
I know, I was looking at your text. Are you sure you're a Muslim?
I think so.
You are laughing.
That's what Allah told me. No.
I know. I sound like you are just calling to be a comedian. Are you really a
No.
Muslim?
Yes.
Okay, what do you know about Muhammad?
But Muhammad?
Yeah?
He's a messenger of Allah.
What his message?
His message is that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet.
What does that mean?
It means that there is one God, and that Muhammad's message is the authentic message of Allah.
So there is one God. So why Allah he says he is the best of the creators?
It's symbolic language about the angels.
What about the angels?
That they are co-creators with Allah.
The angels they create too?
With Allah, they
Really?
help form.
Okay,
Yes.
what they create? What the angels create?
So they help him create the world.
Really? Like what? Where do you get this information from?
It is from Allah himself.
Where?
He speaks to me.
Where? Allah he speak to you.
Yeah.
You must be a messenger too.
Yes, I think so.
Did he squeeze you too, or he squeezed only Muhammad?
No, no squeezing.
No squeezing. Do you think something wrong? I mean, don't you think this is missing?
No, it's not his complete message. That's why I'm here.
Oh, so you are a prophet.
Yes.
Okay, well, nice to talk to you. I don't have time for trolls. Do we have any Muslim? Anyone? Some people looking for attention, you know. Poor people. Attention, attention, attention. When you are empty, you have nothing inside you, and you want to be seen, you need to seek attention. Some people, they make their skirt short. You do the opposite of what people do, you know. You can go in the wrong highway. Once there was a guy from my country, which is, you know, next to Brazil, like Saudi Arabia, you know, next to the border, and Iran, and, you know, South America. He was driving in the highway in America, and he heard in the news the radio station saying that attention, attention, there's a guy driving in the wrong highway, etc. So this guy, he was saying, he's an Arab like me, he was saying to himself, stupid station, one only, say two, say three, say four, say five, say six, say seven, say eight. It's not only one in the wrong direction, all of them, they are in the wrong direction, because obviously he is the one taking the wrong highway, and now he is thinking that all those people are coming in the wrong way. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Is there any volume anymore or not?
No, nothing else. We do this. Speak.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, but
I can hear you, but very slow. Because we're trying to fix the.
Is that speaker?
Can you hear me now?
I do hear you.
But it's coming when it's slow.
Anyway, put it on your ear. Yeah.
Where it is. How you doing?
I'm fine, my friend. How I can help you?
Oh, that is much better now.
All right.
I don't want to go. I heard your few questions and answering. First things, I want to make sure that I'm not going to do any debates with you.
I don't debate, my friend. I never debate.
Yeah, I just want to discuss
because Muslims
something
are not
about
qualified to debate. I just try to help them, having a short conversation with them. I'm not debating Muslims.
Yes,
Okay.
that's fine. I have no intention to debate with you.
No problem.
Okay. My first questions to you that as I'm representing Islam and I'm a Muslim.
What does that mean? What does that mean you are a Muslim?
That doesn't matter.
No,
I am a
it
Muslim.
It matter. I want to know what you say. I'm a Muslim. What does that mean?
I am following Islam.
What Islam mean?
Islam means peace and obedience.
Where it says that?
Hmm?
Where it says Islam mean peace? Where you get this from?
In the dictionary.
What dictionary? I am an Arab. We don't have such a thing in dictionary. The word Islam in Arabic means to surrender.
Okay, there are a few meanings. It could be multi-meanings.
No, the word peace in Arabic is salam. The word Islam is totally the opposite of salam.
Yes, you have.
So in English you say known. What do? You put a letter before it. It says unknown. So Islam is not salam. It's the opposite. Islam. You surrender in war, not in peace.
That is the things. You are from Arabic. You are telling one side meaning. There is another meaning that the rest of the world knows.
I'm asking you to show me where you get from. Are you just a person who copy paste? I am assuming that you are a mature adult man and you know what are you talking about. So where you get this from?
Okay, fine. We will stop that matter here. I will call you back later on and I will find where it says that Islam means is peace and obedience. Okay. I'll find and then I will come back to you. We will stop here.
Don't hang up.
And
no. Okay. What do you want to say to us? Okay.
I'll call you back tomorrow. I'll call you back tomorrow.
No, continue. What do you want to say to us? I want to hear you. You call me. I want to hear from you. What do you want to say to us?
Okay. Now you will tell me what does Islam means. What is wrong with me that I am following Islam is wrong?
Islam is a religion of war and violence and killing. Your prophet, he says, I've been ordered to slaughter all mankind unless they convert to Islam. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so how you say to me Islam is peace? If I just say to you, you're a prophet, he said, I am ordered to slaughter all mankind unless they convert to Islam. But you just said to me Islam is peace. How Islam is peace, but you want to kill all mankind unless they convert to Islam?
Yes. That is based on the situation.
It's
not today and not about now.
Doesn't matter. Islam is what is given to Muhammad.
Time you have to go. That is the problem with the people. People misrepresenting and misinterpreting the Islam message.
But you just said after I said to you, the Prophet said, I've been ordered.
Saying that what was the contents.
My friend, you are the one who said to me after I said to you, you are the one who answered. I said, your prophet says, I've been commanded to slaughter all mankind unless they say that Allah is God and I am a prophet. And you said yes. So what misinterpretation and mispresentation? Muhammad, he mispresent Islam? You agreed. You said yes. Allah ordered Muhammad to slaughter all mankind. Okay, what kind of a prophet he want to slaughter all mankind just because they aren't Muslims?
Look, you are a very knowledgeable person. You did lots of research and you are doing it. I'm just a normal person. I'm not a scholar.
My friend, I'm trying to talk to you as an adult. I'm not attacking you. I'm not insulting you. I'm having a nice conversation with you.
Hype me up.
Okay, I'm helping you. No problem. So I'm talking to you. You are a smart person. And I'm asking you, like it's just a conversation. It's not a debate. So as long as Islam means peace, as you said in the beginning. But Muhammad says, I'm going to kill everybody unless they convert to Islam. What is the peace in that?
First, I have to know that why he says that, and when he says that.
He said that clearly. He said why. He said, I mean, you are saying to me, I need to know why he said that. He told you why. He said, unless they say that there's no God but Allah, and then they pay me the money, and then they pray as we pray, and then they slaughter as they slaughter, and they face the Qibla, which means the Kaaba, and then if they do that, only if they do that, I will stop shedding their blood and their property is protected.
Where it says, can you give me the reference, please? I have to have a look. I don't know.
No problem. That. Do you see my screen?
No.
Cannot CP because it's on my phone.
Okay.
I cannot show him.
I will send you the link. I will send you the link. There's many references, but I will show you the accurate, sahih, correct ones, and you can read it when you want. Oh, sorry for that.
Anyway, can you tell me the statement again, please? If you don't mind.
The Prophet said, and I'm reading in front of us, he said, I have been commanded that I should fight against people till they declare that there is no God but Allah, and when they profess that there is no God but Allah, their blood and their richness granted protection in my behalf, except where is justified by the law. So Muhammad, he says that this is Sahih Muslim, hadith number 21c, and we can show you more hadith. There's endless of them. The Prophet, he says, Sahih Bukhari. Sahih Bukhari is more authentic than Muslim. I'm sending you a link now in your Skype, so later you can open them and you can take a look. It says, the Messenger of Allah, he said, I've been ordered to fight. The word fight here is coming from the word uqatil, which means fight to kill. So I've been ordered to slaughter all mankind. Tell the people, say, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah. And if they say so, pray and pray like our prayer. Face the Qibla and slaughter as we slaughter, which means not only you have to say the Shahada, you have to pray as he pray. You have even changed direction of the prayer, and even the food you eat, you have to slaughter as he slaughter. And then only then their blood and their property will be secured from us, which means Muhammad will not rape your wife, will not take your children as slaves, and he will not cut your neck. Only then. Muhammad here saying, if you don't do that, I'm going to take your money, I'm going to take your blood, I'm going to rape your wife, and I'm going to kill you as a man. And yet you say to me, Islam means peace. And all of this why? Because you are not saying Allah is God.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so how Islam is peace, as you told me?
I didn't see anything wrong that you state.
I mean, what is the peace, my friend? Where is the peace? What do you mean we're wrong? So now, because you don't believe in Jesus, can I go and kill you and rape your wife? Is that okay for you? You are saying it's okay?
No.
Okay. So why it's okay for the Prophet? Why it's okay for the Prophet to rape my wife, to take my blood, to take my property, to take my children's, just because I don't want to believe in Allah? You are saying it's okay. There's no problem with that.
No, that is not been saying. That is in the different situation. The circumstance.
No, not situation. He says, I've been ordered to fight all the people. All the people. What situation? Your Prophet is the one you follow, and he is saying his message. This is Islam. Islam is, I've been ordered to fight all mankind and kill them, unless they do the following. So what situation? The situation is the following. You say Allah is God.
I have to know about that. You knew about that. You know the meaning and you know the hadith. You gave me the source. I will do some research and I will be back to you.
No problem. Take care, my friend. Take care.
To be
and Islam is peace. I feel sorry for those Muslims. Many of them, they have no idea what they are talking about. I feel sorry for you, honestly. I don't think you're a bad person. I think you're just fooling yourself, going in denial, and you say, what's wrong with that? I mean, what's wrong? Don't you want to use your brain? Use it. God, he gave you a brain. And you know, and the funny, he says to me, Islam means peace. And then he agreed that the Prophet, he want to kill everybody. I mean, do you see how much peace is that? The Prophet, he will rape your wife, he will take your children, he will take your money, he will steal your house, he will steal your property, he will enslave your children. And if you say Shahada and do slaughter as he slaughter, and you pay him money, and then he will not kill you. Islam means peace. Yet Islam means peace. I feel sorry for you. You are going in denial, my friend. You are trying to deny the fact and the madness, and this guy is a criminal. Imagine now we say, okay, we are America, we have the most powerful weapon, America and Russia, and now all of you, we have 24 hours. Either you convert to Christianity, or we are going to come and destroy you and take your money and blah 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 blah, and then we say Christianity is peace. And actually, if the Muslims have the weapon which America have and Russia have, trust me, the whole earth is going to convert to Islam in 2 days. Because either you convert or you die. Thank God they don't have those weapons. And actually, if they have this weapon, the first thing they will do, they will kill each other. Both of them now, Sunni and Shia, they are making weapon to fight each other because they hate each other. Islam is peace. Anyone who convert to Islam, I say to you loud and clear, you are just an idiot and you are a fool. I don't decorate the words, I say it as it is. Because how you follow such a man? How you follow a man like this? You tell me. He's a thief. He's saying to you, your blood and your property. So he will kill you, he will steal your money. And that supposedly is halal, lawful. What is lawful about it? So a little farmer who live in China, he have no idea, he never harm anyone, working in his farm. Muhammad have the right to kill him, take his wife, take his children as slaves, slaughter him, and take his land and his money. And that's supposedly from God. Somebody says to me, let me show you what this guy said. His name is a free bird. He said, when the angel of death when the angel of death come to you, you will cry. You will cry asking for forgiveness for Allah. No, my friend, do you know what I would do? I would do as Musa, because I play karate. Is it true that your prophet, he said that when the angel of death came to Musa's, he broke his eye, he took it off, and he broke his wings? Huh? How Allah, if he will punish somebody, he sent his angel, the angel of death, and if he say be is going to be, which means you say die, he die. And then Allah, he sent his angel, and then Musa's, he beat up the angel and he take his eye off, and then the angel, he went back to Allah and he said, you send me to a slave who don't want to die. Well, I am a slave, I don't want to die. Are you there? Read and laugh. This is your prophet in the story. Abu Huraira reported that the angel of death was sent to Moses, peace upon him, to inform him that his Lord summons. When he came to Moses boxed him. Moses what? Moses, he boxed the angel of death, and his eye was knocked out. He, the angel of death, came back to Allah and said, you send me to a servant who do not want to die. Allah restored his eye in its a proper way. Boing. What is that? Allah, he restored the eye of the angel back in its proper way. So the angel, he went to Moses because Allah sent him, and Moses don't want to die. I mean, what you can do about it? What you can do about it? You can do nothing. That's it. Allah, he sent an angel. Have you ever heard of an angel? He was sent by God, and then you hit him and you knock out his eye? Huh? You know what? I was going to apply to work as an angel of death, but after I saw this, I will never accept that job. So don't tell me about the angel of death. And since when You can change the day you want to die. If Allah said to you, you will die here, and that's it, you beat the angel and you send him back, and the angel, he went back, and my eye, look what you did to me. And Allah says, Habibi, Allah is a Jew. Habibi Muhammad, Habibi angel, what happened, Habibi? Oh, they sent me to Moses, and he put me in my eye here, I'm going now, Nino, he had no one. And the Allah, he said, okay, to the angel, okay, lay down, and let me get some first aid, and I will fix it for you. He put his eye back in the proper place where it was before. I mean, his eye was where after he beat him? It was in his nose, in his mouth, in his bum. Where? His eye came out where? And you are threatening me that I will cry when the angel of death come? Must be a true story. So this is what you have for me? Angel of death? I thought you will find something better. Do we have any Muslim want to say something? Anyone? And not only that, after that, Allah negotiate with Moses for how long he will live. He sent him back and he told him, okay, you don't want to die? Okay, now put your hand in the top of this cow, and you will live as many as the hair under the skin of your hand. You see it? I mean, have you ever heard of this? Oh, how long Moses live? There's 1 million hair in the top of the cow, especially it's an ox. He lived as much? Do we have any Muslim? And by the way, for those who are asking about the angel of death, he is fine right now. I just spoke to him yesterday. He's doing fine. His eye, like, he have some pain. He have like a red spot there, because Moses, Moses is a Jew, and he was trained by the Mossad. And this is why, that's explained why he was hitting really hard. Moses decided to die on the spot. Listen what Qasim is saying. The angel came in the form of a man. Let us call Qasim. Let us see what you want to say. Okay, Qasim, tell us what happened. Mute you too, please.
Yep.
Yeah, what happened, Qasim? Explain to us. So Allah, he sent his angel to Moses.
Yeah, so he came. He used to be the angel of death. Used to come in the form of a man in the previous time. So he came in the form of a man.
Wow.
And so Moses
this is in the
didn't know
previous
he
time.
was the angel.
This is
Moses didn't know he was the angel, so
okay,
he
hold on. Where do you get this that from the previous time? So after this day, the angel, he don't come as a man no more?
That's our understanding based on because he used to come in the physical form, so you can see him in the as a human. So
where do you get this from? That the angel of death, he come to you in a physical form, and a physical form of a man?
From this narration itself.
Where it says?
He says his eye came out.
What?
He says his eye came out.
Will Allah have eyes?
No, he doesn't.
No? Okay. Allah don't have eyes. Okay, here we go. This is your hold on. You're a prophet. He says Allah is short and fat, and he have big ass, and he have two eyes. Here we go. Let me show you.
No.
But don't tell me no. I'm talking to Christian Prince. Here we go.
That's your God.
No, that's not my God. This is your God. Here we go. This is your prophet saying that. Read it carefully, and I'm listening. Read. I'm listening. Go. You speak English better than me. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it says the Prophet ﷺ said, I have told you so much about the Dajjal that I am afraid you may not understand. The Antichrist is short, hand-toed, woolly-haired, one-eyed, and eyesightless, and neither protruding nor deep-seated. If you are confused about him, know that your Lord is not one-eyed.
You said to me, Allah don't have one eyes.
Yeah.
Your prophet confirmed. Your prophet he confirmed. No,
yeah.
You see, your prophet he confirmed that the only difference between the Antichrist and Allah is just the eye. And Muhammad is afraid that you Muslim you will be confused about how Allah look like, because he look exactly as that man. And the only difference between them you should know. How you can recognize him? You should know that your Lord is not one eye. So you said to me, Allah don't have an eye. You're a prophet. He say no, he have two eyes, and he look exactly the same as this guy, but the only difference between them and that guy is the eye.
Right, so this is for emphasis. So it doesn't say your Lord, it only says that your Lord does have one eye, meaning that the Dajjal will have he's gonna have one eye and he's also gonna have another eye.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be
but your prophet he says, but your prophet he said he's afraid that you might be confused, and
people can be confused.
Okay, why you are comparing between Allah and a man, and why they will be confused about which one is Allah, unless Allah is a man too? If I have two character, one is an elephant and one is a rat, why I am afraid that you might think that the elephant is a rat?
No, the fact of the matter is that people in history have always, even though they had the concept of one God and we can't comprehend God, they still took a human as God. Even at the time after the Prophet, there was people who took certain figures as God, Muslim, and they were Muslims. But then
what does have to do with one God and two God? Now this is not the topic. He is speaking about their look. He is afraid that he told you too much about the Antichrist, and now he's afraid that you may not understand. Okay, understand what? He is comparing between the Antichrist. The Antichrist is a man, correct?
Yeah, he's a man.
Okay, he's a man. So why Allah is compared to a man, and the difference between this man and Allah is one eye? If Allah is not a man anyway, I mean, why we are going to compare between this guy and Allah? He should compare between this guy and the Messiah, because in fact there's no Antichrist in the story here. This is a false translation. It says Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal. So the false Messiah, the guy he is claiming to be the Messiah, he is not claiming to be Allah. So why Muhammad comparing between him and the look of Allah? He should compare between his look and the look of the Messiah.
So the interpretation that's going to be given is that this is emphasis on that Allah doesn't have any defect.
But this is not the problem. He is saying he's afraid. He's afraid. He's afraid that you might understand. About what? He's afraid that they might think that he is Allah. This is why he's comparing between him and Allah. He should compare. You see, the false Messiah, he claimed to be the Messiah. He is not claiming to be Allah, supposedly. So why Muhammad is afraid that you might misunderstood who is the false Messiah, telling you that Allah don't have one eye, while this person is one eye. So the whole story here is what to warn you that if you want to recognize which one is who, Allah, he look exactly like this man, but the difference between them, that Allah is not one eye. So your God is short, he have a big ass, he have a curly hair, he have it says that in the front of you. Why? Okay, hold on.
What you're doing is you're deducing that, but it's
I am not. Okay, tell me why Muhammad is comparing the eyes of this man and the eye of Allah, and he is afraid that you will be confused. Confused about what?
Right. So what the Prophet is comparing is that your Lord doesn't have a defect. So one eye is a defect.
Well, thank you very much. Allah don't have a defect, guys. This is a good news. I mean, this is funny. So you are telling me that Allah don't have a defect. This is not the purpose, because he can say Allah is perfect and that's it. But why he is comparing between him and the man? How you Muslim, you say to us Allah is not like anything. You just said to me just 15 minutes ago, you said that. So Allah is unlike anything. So what it's mean to say Allah is not one-eyed, comparing him to a fat short man? Why need to compare him to a fat short man?
So the Prophet, he gave like an example for us to relate to. So it's relating that, look, this person will have a defect, but your Lord doesn't have any defect. So that's what it refers to when it says one eye.
Okay, so what we learn from this now? So what we learn from this? This person have a defect. Allah don't have a defect. So what? But why he is comparing him to Allah? Is that an insult? When you compare a man to God and you say the difference between them is the eye, that means the other person, both of them, they are the same, from the same kind, from the same equality. The only difference between them is an eye.
With the Dajjal, he's going to be able to bring the rain down, so, and he's going to be able to give life to the dead.
Okay.
So with all these miracles,
okay, but isn't it enough? Isn't it enough to see that he is a man, to know that he is not Allah? If Allah is not a man and he is coming as a man, so we should know that this is not Allah, unless Allah is a man too.
No, people can easily confuse it. That's the thing.
Okay. So now, if a man, he can bring rain from the sky, and he have an eye which is a problem, that's mean he is the false Messiah. Is that correct?
Yeah. So he's a false Messiah.
What if this guy? What if this guy he go to Thailand and he fix his eye? Are you going to accept him? I mean, since when we know a person to be a false or not by the look of his eye? He can make a surgery. A person, according to your prophet, this person, he can cut a human being to pieces and he can put them together again. So he's extremely powerful. Can't he fix his eye? The one who cut a human being twice, he cut him by the sword and he make him two pieces and then he put him together. Can't he fix his eye?
No, there's only certain things he can do.
Certain things like controlling the nature. I thought the one who can send down rain is Allah.
Yeah, so this is a test for the mankind.
No,
that's why Allah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, are you saying to me that the false Messiah is an employee of Allah?
It's a test from Allah.
This is not a question. Are you saying that Allah he sent him? He worked for him to deceive us?
No, he's going to be Allah will send him as a test.
This, you see, you just keep saying to me he sent him. You keep saying to me he sent him. Okay, as long Allah is the one who sent the Dajjal, it's mean the Dajjal, he is a shaitan, work for Allah.
So Allah also created the devil in your belief as well.
No, hold on. My God, he created the devil as an angel. He did not create him to be a devil. He decided to be a devil. So God,
your God knew the future as well.
My friend, so what? Still we have my God. Hold on, my God. He knew Muhammad is an evil. He let him live the same as the shaitan. That's not changing a thing, because in Christianity we don't believe that God he decide our destiny. In Islam you do. Now you just said to me that Allah he sent the Dajjal. Who is the one who sent the Dajjal? Say it again.
So obviously Allah allows this person to have like powers and all this.
This is another question. Who is the one who sent the shaitan, the Dajjal?
It's going to be a test.
This is another question. You see, you are trying to avoid the question. Who is the one who sent this false Messiah?
You can say Allah is going to send it.
Okay, so this Dajjal is a messenger of Allah.
No, it's a test from Allah. You won't call him messenger.
If Allah
there's no message he's going to deliver.
If Allah he sent you, listen. A second ago you said Allah is the one who sent him. As long Allah is the one who sent him, that means he is a messenger of Allah.
You don't become a messenger just based on the fact that something is being sent. That's a very.
But the second you say Allah he sent him, that is mean this creature, this shaitan, is obedient to Allah. He's doing what Allah asked him to do, so he's a good person.
No.
What do you mean no? Who is the one who sent him? You said Allah. If I am a soldier and the king he sent me, that's mean I work for that king, because I'm doing and obeying him. He sent me to do something and I'm doing what he said.
He's basically by the nature itself he's evil, so he's been created, and then Allah allowed him to appear on earth.
It's not allowed him. You said to me, everybody heard you, that Allah he sent him. Correct?
Technically, yeah, but
okay, not technically. No, he sent him. Did he send him or not?
Send him in what way? What do you mean? Send
To
him in
deceive
what way?
us. To deceive us. You said to us, it's a trial. Allah he sent him as a trial. Correct?
Yeah, the test. Yeah.
Okay, so the Antichrist is a good person. He worked for Allah, and his job is to deceive us. So the bad person is Allah.
No. What I'm saying is he's going to be born, number one, and so he's going to.
It doesn't matter.
Allah
Doesn't
knows
matter.
that
This is the plan of Allah. Allah have a plan to create this person. He will send him, and his job is to deceive us. So if the one who send like, okay, I send someone to put poison in your food, but I did not put it in my hand directly. The one who put poison in your hand in your food is the one who killed you. But the fact, the one who sent him to do that, he killed you too. So Allah is the devil.
No, that's very weird.
Okay, let me ask you. Do Allah send shayateen to deceive us?
What do you mean send? Like did he?
Don't tell me what do you mean. I'm asking you. Do Allah send shayateen to deceive us? It's either you say yes or you say no. This is what it means. Do Allah send shayateen to deceive us?
I'm not sure.
Who is the one who sent shayateen? Do shayateen work for himself or he work for Allah?
They don't work for Allah.
They work for who?
They work for the Iblis.
Okay, and who is the one who sent Iblis to deceive us? Is that Allah?
No, Allah didn't send him.
Okay, so if there is somebody sent shaitan to deceive us, do you agree that he is evil and he is bad?
No.
So guys, do you see? Because he's afraid I'm going to show him something and he will be sorry. So he just admitted that if somebody sent shaitan to deceive us, he is not bad. So why shaitan is bad? If he is sent by someone to deceive us, why the one who deceive us is bad, but the one who sent him to deceive us is not bad?
Because it depends why is the devil being sent in the first place?
Why he sent? I'm asking you. He sent to what is the job of the devil? To deceive us, correct?
There's a bigger picture to it. Yeah, there's a big picture to it. Allah has a big picture.
No, this is not about picture or a small picture. You know what I'm talking about. If the shaitan deceive us by his will, or it is Allah will, he sent him to deceive us.
The shaitan does it by it's his choice.
His choice. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's his choice. Like he decides that Iblis, he's the one who. But Allah knew this that's gonna happen. So just like in your belief, your God knew that it's gonna happen.
If you are truthful or not. This is the Quran. It says that Allah he made for every prophet enemies. He appointed for every prophet shaitan. Who is the one who appointed shaitan? Allah. You say to us, lying, sorry to say that it is not Allah who sent shaitan to deceive us. You said it's by his choice. But the Quran says, thus have we appointed into every prophet an enemy from the devil and the mankind.
Yeah, so how does he appoint it? That's the question. So is he?
He appointed them. You see,
did he create it and then
stop playing games? When I say appointed, it's mean I give command. He is the one in charge. He is the one who sent the devil. So Allah he sent the devil to deceive people, and he here even speaking about sending shaitans targeting his prophet Muhammad. Is that correct?
Okay, so the meaning of appointed is that I basically decided beforehand, or designated. So it's basically Allah decided beforehand.
Okay, so here we go. So I said to you, if shaitan is doing what Allah want, why we think shaitan is bad? The fact the real shaitan is Allah. Because if shaitan coming to me, he's sent by Allah, and that means shaitan is a good person obeying Allah. He is a victim. In the court of law, if a soldier receive an order from his captain to shoot somebody, The one who should be taken to the court is the one who gave the order, not the soldier, because the soldier, he have no choice. So according to the Quran, Shaitan is a soldier of Allah, and he is a good person. The real devil is Allah, for he is the one who decided to deceive even his prophets.
No, so with the devil, he's by the nature itself, he's evil. So with
friend,
with
if
Allah,
the
he's
devil,
the one who appointed him.
What by his nature? Who is the one who appointed him? Allah. So it's not his nature who appointed him, because if this is by the nature, then the devil should not need Allah to do his job. But what the verse saying, that it is us, it's our command to appoint to every prophet shayateen. Not only
but in your belief, you got the same thing. You can't be a hypocrite on this.
No, we don't, my friend. Shaitan, he was created as an angel, and he refused to obey God, and willingly.
Yeah, but didn't your God know the future?
Doesn't matter.
Did you not know that that's what's
there's a
happen?
huge difference between God. He made him Shaitan to be evil. You see, I can say, okay, God created evil, but he did not create really evil by creating evil. He created angel, and that angel decided by free will to be an evil person. But here, Allah created Shaitan, and he gave him a job, and he worked for him, which means Shaitan is a good person in Islam. Let me ask you.
No, yeah, Allah didn't say to the Shaitan,
let me ask you. Do you go to heaven because of your belief and your deeds?
By the mercy of Allah, ultimately it's going to be by the mercy of Allah. So what do you mean
by the mercy? Is that by the mercy or by the destiny?
What do you mean?
Okay. When Adam, he commits sin, did he commit sin, or Allah, he made him commit sin?
Adam didn't commit sin. He committed a mistake. He made a mistake.
Okay. Is that was a choice, or Allah, he forced him to commit sin?
Yeah, that was his choice. He made a mistake by choice.
By choice.
Yeah.
So your prophet is lying then?
How?
Because your prophet, he said no. Your prophet, he said that Adam and Moses, they have a debate, and Moses, he blamed Adam for his sin. So Moses, he said to him, because of you, we are out of heaven, we are miserable. So Adam, he said to him, do you blame me for a destiny created for me? Allah designate for me 40 years before my creation.
Right, so what Adam was saying was that this was going to happen anyway.
No, but, see, hold on. You said to me that Adam, he did it by choice. Adam saying, do you blame me? Which means you cannot blame me. Do you blame me for which Allah, for an action which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation? So the decision of making sin in Islam is the decision of Allah. Allah, he made us sinners. He is the devil. So Adam saying, you cannot blame me for the sin, because the whole debate is what? You, because of you made us out of heaven. Adam said, do you blame me? Which means you cannot blame me. Allah, he wrote my sin before he created me. It's a destiny. And then your prophet, he took the side with Adam against Moses, and even he repeated the same 3 times as usual. Adam confuted Moses, Adam confuted Moses, Adam confuted Moses, which means yes, Adam's sin, it's not his sin, it is the sin of Allah. Allah is the devil and Adam is a victim.
So with regards to humans, we don't have absolute free will. So we have different things.
So why we will go to hell? Okay, thank you. So guys, we don't have absolute free will. We don't even any. Here we go. 40 years before his creation.
We do have free will, but
okay,
not
hold
absolute.
on. So we cannot blame Adam for his sin. So we blame who?
No, there's no blame. It was supposed to happen like this, and
okay,
and it
supposed to have, so why we blame me for my sin? If I know commit adultery, if I do adultery, can Allah blame me for adultery I do, or I blame Allah?
Yeah, the blame was upon you because you got free will to do this.
Where do you get this from? Free will? You keep repeating. Are you sure you're a Muslim?
Yep.
Okay, let's see what your prophet said. Your prophet said that every adulteress, Allah, he gave him he wrote for him the exact fixed portion of adultery. Read with me. Abu Hurairah reported that Allah apostle saying, verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge, which means it's a fixed. Allah, he decide for you. Why you say to me, you blame yourself? Allah, he decide how much adultery I will do. It's not a choice. So look at this madness cult. Allah, before he created us, he decided, okay, Christian prince, he will sleep with 50 women. And then Allah said, kill a Christian prince because he sleep with 50 women. Who is the stupid here?
So because Allah knows the future, so he
this is not knowing the
he knows
future.
how much he will lose, so that is fixed.
Read carefully. This is not knowing the future. This is a decision made by Allah about how much we will do. This is not knowing. Read carefully. Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge. It's not a choice, and which he necessity must commit. Do you see it? Necessity must commit. It is not a choice. Necessity.
Yeah, so because it's what do you call it? It's a must that they have to commit. It's because Allah knows the future. So
this is not
Allah
knowing the future. It says He wrote for you a fixed portion. It is not the future, which necessity must commit. He's talking about even the future. He will commit because He wrote it for you. Okay, let me show you this. Stop playing. Keep playing games. People are laughing. A child who is born as a baby, he's 1 day old. He will go to heaven or to hell?
The child would go to heaven, or he will have a test. Some scholars have said that he's going to have a test on.
A child, he will have a test. 1 day old, he will have a test.
he's going to be. Allah will make him age forward, so he's going to have a test.
That's a good one, my friend. Aisha, she said to the Prophet after attending a funeral where a child who was an infant, he died. She said to him, this child, he will be a child of paradise, bird in the paradise. And Muhammad, he says it might be the otherwise, which means he might go to hell. So why the child will go to hell? Because Allah, He wrote their destiny when they are in the backbone of their father. Read carefully. So this is a destiny. This has nothing to do with sin. Allah, He wrote his sin or his, let's say, whatever destiny he have to go to hell or to go to heaven before He created him. So it doesn't matter he is a child who commits sin or not. Read carefully. Aisha, she said, Allah Messenger, there's a happiness for this child who is a bird from paradise, for it commit no sin, nor has reached the age when one can commit sin. This is the opinion of Aisha, and I agree with her. He said, Aisha, peradventure, it might be the otherwise. Otherwise? What is the otherwise? What do you think?
Yeah, so from this narration, what I've read this before as well. So what it says basically is that the prophet is acknowledging he doesn't know what's going to happen to him. So because he's only going to say what is revelation.
No. We know what will happen to him, because simply, if everyone he will pay for his sin, and this child he paid no